now at this point. Willow, what the fuck is that?
Who's this Willow person? Why aren't you dating her yet?
Because she's ugly.
Fair enough.
That isn't very cash money of you.
Alright, hello, that's the proper term, everybody, and welcome to the No Name Podcast. This is episode 22 of this fabled podcast. My name is Mrmoopsy, and with me are my two co-hosts.
Cosmo Jazz here.
And Baker the Icon.
Alright, we are going to have some laughs, some thoughts. We are going to have those other kinds of thoughts. I hope.
There's only one kind of thought. Positive thoughts.
I was gonna say lesbian thoughts, but I like yours better.
No, see,
I like both. I like both.
Here's the thing, though. For the advertisers, lesbians can also translate the positive, bro.
Yeah, this is true.
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
That's how we consolidate them. If it's positive. If at any point that you hear the word thought, you just like, yeah, we in there.
I like it.
Go on. And so if you would please, Mr. Jess, go over our itinerary.
Alright, so we have Sham's show review and the rise of its popularity, Evo Predictions and what me and Mrmoopsy are going to be doing there, as well as possible announcements and what should be the final game shown there. The GTA ad scandal and then developers against it, which is going to be a funny story, to be honest, and is making games easier what developers should do. And then we'll have all kinds of extras and stuff like that. But first, I believe there is a story that my dear colleague, Mr. Mrmoopsy, wanted to do.
I was kind of hoping to save it for the extras, if you don't mind.
But first, Sam's show review.
Just kibosh it.
Just fucking turn back time.
That never happened.
Who said Moopsy's going first? Fuck him.
You're like betraying Chronicle right now. Oh, this is bullshit.
Damn, now I gotta consult the Elder Gods again. Shit.
It's like,
hey, fuck you. Consulting the Elder Gods is the best part of my job.
And also, fuck Chronica's daughter.
Whoa,
okay.
You put it that
right.
way.
Alright, yeah, you're right. Fuck her daughter, but also fuck her daughter. Yes.
I will gladly take that.
I believe we can all agree on that.
But, alright, so unfortunately, Eddie has not played Sham Show, so it's going to be mostly me and Mrmoopsy on this one.
Fuck Genjiro. There. That's like 80% of mine.
This is something we will agree on. The character's busted.
Fuck him. Seriously.
But, other than that bullshit.
Other than that obvious fact.
Since this is your first time I'm guessing, with the Sam Show, what were your thoughts, Moops?
Well, funnily enough, it's not necessarily my first, because I did used to play the Super Nintendo versions, like
Nintendo
1 and
Brothers.
2.
Yeah!
I know, right? 16 bits with fucking Smash Brothers. Man, I'm more tired than I realized. Although I am coming out of an 8-hour shift, so... Anyway, so yeah, I have played the Super Nintendo, Samurai Showdowns. I think it was mostly 1, and even then it was like a long-ass time ago. My brother and I do have, I think it's 4, that's the one that has, basically the entire roster. And, I know roughly what they're supposed to be about. They're supposed to be about, big swings, and it's the whole play style is essentially, it's kind of like, the way I like to describe it is, it follows the style of, those old samurai movies, where it's basically, the first one to draw their sword is the first one fucking cut down.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick draw kind of stuff. And I do think that it does do a lot of it right. There are some parts for me, though, where I do feel like it also kind of fucks up.
Alrighty.
Like for example, because I mean Genjiro is easily like the one of the big targets.
Mm.
Also, because let's see, I will say that they do bring in a super mechanic that I have gone on record saying I do not like.
Mm.
There I do have some other stuff because I remember I was talking to Rowdy about it. But it might take me a minute. Go ahead, Jess. In the meantime, while I pull up the.
All right. So, as my colleague has said, it's basically about big damage, spacing, and all that good stuff.
Yes.
Now, one thing I do want to applaud is the roster, because honestly, being this is a prequel, I was expecting a smaller roster. But instead, they actually got a fairly sizable roster for what the characters are in the game, because it's never been a big roster game. And they've also added some newcomers, which are interesting to say the least. We have the girl with the pan, whose name literally escapes me right now, but she's like a zoner, which is kind
I
of
basically think of her as Mei from Overwatch.
pretty much.
Like some people might say, well, that's racist, but I would also say, oh, hi, Rowdy. I would also say, like, look at the design. Look at just the face.
Mhm.
You cannot tell me that with those glasses, that face, like, hell, you could just involve the whole head. And if it wasn't, and like the way that she's designed, you could swear she's like Mei from Overwatch wearing an alternate costume.
Mm. Yeah, I can agree with that. But she adds a zoning factor, which is, I won't say new to the Sham Show series, but it's different.
It's interesting because if I remember correctly, the last boss of the first Samurai Shodown was a big zoner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it definitely adds some interesting tricks and whatnot to basically make her stand out of everybody. Which, I mean, in my opinion, they all kind of stand out in their own way. But they do have slight similarities to them. But she, in particular, is definitely different from the crowd. And then there's, I just call him Tora, but the bird guy, who is kind of weird in discussion when it comes to this game, because most people think he's bad. Then you have somebody like Alex Valle, who thinks he's amazing. And then you have me, who thinks that I don't know how to use this character. Because his super, off first look, compared to everybody else's, is kind of funky and a little slow. But if you use it in a certain way, it could be like some of the best thing in the game or the worst thing in the game, which is to time your opponent out, really, because it keeps your opponent kind of in a black stun state. But he's very interesting as far as new characters go. If you're used to Sham Show by now, like I am, you're probably going to be right at home with most of these characters. They haven't changed too much with them. Going back to the super thing that Mrmoopsy went. Actually, before I say anything, do you know what you were going to say about the super first?
Because like for me, it's like there's two supers essentially. There's the one that basically is, like I was like what 0 or 1 frames on activation kind of thing. Like that does big damage. But then there's the others supers where, and granted, I will say that this is pretty much just how I just used Haomaru.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you could make the argument that since he is supposed to be like the sort of like middle of the road character,
Mm-hmm.
If this is a problem with him, I can't imagine what it is with some of the other characters, because he's basically got I forget the name of the one super where he does like essentially all the shoryukens.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's the big one, the big super.
Yeah, because that's the super where I've tried it. I've tried experimenting with it, like multiple different like ways, as an anti-air, as a straight up attack, or as like a lot of experimenting.
Mm-hmm.
And that move, I swear to God, has like so many goddamn frames. It's essentially a useless move.
See, I have to disagree with you there. I've seen a lot of people land it, so.
And I mean, like, it's possible that they're just faster on the draw, like, but the aspect I still have never really cared for is the I guess you would call them inactive frames, or pretty much like the frames where like you can still get knocked out of the move.
So no invincibility.
Yeah. That's one thing I've never like. That's an aspect I don't like. Whereas, say for example, like the Sword of the Conqueror, that's a move that is like as soon as you use it, it says like it either hits or it doesn't.
Mm.
And that's one of the things. Like for example, from Street Fighter 4, that Street Fighter 5 that is like that's what I didn't like about 4 that I do love about 5 in terms of the supers.
Mm.
I do have some of my other stuff brought up if you want me to keep going.
Yeah, good.
Okay, yeah, because the other one is like the what the hell am I talking about? The Genjiro like Shoryuken thing. That's actually some fucking straight up bullshit.
I've actually found a way around that.
Pretty much just like wait until he stops.
Nope.
Well, either that or anti-air him.
No, you can parry it.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I was like, yeah, there's actually a way around that one. There's another move though that's more bullshit than that.
Which I mean, like I imagine it is more like somehow. Oh, I'm just invincible throughout the whole thing. It's like how the fuck.
No, I don't know if you've ever ran into one that does this, but he has this Rekka move, right?
Right.
And it has 3 options out of it. One of them is basically the basic Rekka, keep going, 3 hits, whatever. The other one makes it so that it starts off as a cross-up. So it hits you from the other side. And then there's another option where the second hit is a cross-up.
Yeah, I've run into that. I've gotten killed by that, and I've gotten pissed at that.
That's the bullshit move.
Genjiro just has a bunch of bullshit moves in general.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, the short you can get around that one.
And then, I feel like this is one thing that Jazz is gonna say. This has been like a thing from like the beginning, but the way that you can't tech throws is also something I found irritating.
That's been a thing from the beginning.
But I mean, like, I'm guessing it really is.
Yeah, like apparently this whole throw system thing has kind of been like that from the beginning, but it hasn't really been like talked about really per se because most people don't even go for them, especially since like when you do them, it nerfs your damage to hell.
I mean, I guess, but because I've run in like the I need to fucking look up her name, but like basically like the May looking chick.
It's a weird name, so excuse us.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. But basically, there was this one time when I was trying to like freaking pull myself out of the dregs of ranked. I was trying to when I was trying to recover my ranked, what was happening was I was fighting this one May. I'm just gonna call her that until I fucking finish pulling up her name. But I was fighting this one chick, and then when I was fighting her, the one thing that got took away like 30 to 50% of my health super easy was the dude was like grabbing me constantly, and because I couldn't tech it, I couldn't break away from it. It would be like after he would just like throw me into the corner and then do this one basically auto confirm combo. There was like nothing I could do to escape it. I think her name was Wanfu? Or no Wu.
It's Wu Roxian.
Wu, yeah, I'm gonna type it.
Neither that. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Just call her Wu.
Okay, yeah, Wu is good enough. But anyway, so yeah, like I would lose a ton of fucking health because of Wu. And one of the big problems was because I could not fucking tech that throw at all. So like the motherfucker, even if he had to just like did have like a nerf on his damage, he just had to make sure to keep repeating it to make sure to keep me locked down to like knock out an insane amount of my health.
Which I have them. I'm on the opposite side. I've never ran into this problem. Most of the time when I configure when they go for the grab, I just neutral jump and punish.
Yeah, and I've tried that a couple of times too, and I don't know if it was because of lag or something, but like the dude would almost seem like he just fucking grabs me out of the air.
Yeah, that shouldn't be possible. That's probably lag.
is probably lag, but when I don't mean like in a literal sense, but I would be like, okay, I'm pressing jump because I know that this guy's gonna grab again. What the fuck? Why isn't he jumping? Fucking goddamn lag bullshit.
And also, you might want to utilize the roll a bit more.
My problem might have been that I wasn't using the roll because I didn't even know about the roll.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's probably why he kept hitting you, because it's like, he's not going to roll. I'm just going to keep pushing him in there.
I did do the trading though. They either they didn't talk about it or
No, they did.
Like,
they emphasized that heavily. So
yeah,
I
I was gonna say I just forgot that. Let's see. Rowdy says, "How y'all feel about CMD throws versus command throws versus normal throws in the game?"
Command throws are weird because so you have like Darley, right, who has like a command throw that has like quite a distance, and if you're up close, you're probably not gonna get hit by it most likely. But it doesn't do enough damage for what you have to do to get it, in my opinion, especially compared to everything else she can do. But then you have someone like Charlotte, who has like a low command grab, and you can see the utility in that, which is it's supposed to switch sides. So if you're in the corner, you land that throw, you just put your opponent in the corner. And it still does about the same damage as Darley, but it has way more emphasis on what you need to do for it. So I think when it comes to command grabs in this game, there are definitely some that like I think were more thought out about what they were doing, and some that are just kind of useless. Which I did find as I went through the roster. There are certain moves you're gonna find that's just like, this is useless. Like, I'm never gonna use this move. If that answers your question, Roddy.
And let me see, because that was pretty much like my biggest stuff. And granted, like there's like some portions of like I clearly forgot and all that stuff. But the main like my overall thing with this is like the game is fun. I would absolutely play with friends, but like, and I'm not even saying that this is gonna be like the universal opinion. This is just my opinion. And he says it does answer that. Like for me, it's just it's not something I would like play like super seriously. Because man, it took me ages to get a decent place in ranked.
And I am going to be a little bit more on the opposite side of my friend here. I enjoyed this game a lot, and it is very fun. And if I had time, I'd actually probably go to Evo with this. But I don't. So that's not going to happen, but maybe for another tournament, I'll do so. And I'm going to stick with my girl Shiki, which actually is going to bring up to one of the problems I actually have with this game, which can be fixed down the line. But until then, it is a problem, and that is hitbox issues. There are certain characters that have moves that lead into other moves. For example, Shiki kind of has a Rekka Shoryuken thing going, but once you get to the second part of that Rekka, there is a chance that the person can break out of it using the burst system or even something else that I'm not sure what they were doing in the video. I just saw it once. But that shouldn't be a thing if there is the hit stun. And there's her. I want to say Genjiro might have it a little bit, even though he needs it more, because fuck that character. And I feel like there's another character that I'm missing. But there are certain like things that don't hit, and they should be hitting. And they have said they're addressing that. Speaking of which, before I go into any other bad things, I will say the community, the developers on this game, I give them an A+, because they have literally sent like community managers into live streams to ask how people feel about the game and what should be changed.
Good stuff.
And like that's just outright amazing to me. I just wanted to pull that out. Like, that's awesome. But like, yeah, I actually did talk to one of them about the whole grab thing. His name is Kaiser. SNK Kaiser is the Twitch name he had.
Okay.
And he said that they have looked into it and they might do something with it. But as of right now, just have to wait and see, because I mean Evo's coming up and they can't change anything now.
Right. They would have to. They would only address it if the problem was like super prevalent.
Yeah. But yeah, so I do have a slight problem with grabs, but not as much as moops. Because, like I said, like there are ways around it, in my opinion. Although I would, if I was being completely honest, I would like a tech system. But I'm fine with it. And the one big thing that's actually gonna make this my score for this game go fairly down for what I really wanted to give it is the online. Specifically, the lobby system.
I figured you were gonna say that. If I'm perfectly honest, I wanted to scream out the lobby system.
Holy hell! How is this so bad?
It's kind of baffling, honestly.
Like, it's for anybody who hasn't seen what the lobby system is. Basically, you have your row of people up at the top, or whatever, and then you have this box here. And in that box, there's 2 slots and then like 10 slots at the bottom. In order to play in the thing, 2 people have to get in those 2 big boxes up top. And being that there's no real line system, anybody who gets in those boxes just get to play. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. If you don't get in that box in time, you lost, basically, in that aspect. And then, on top of that, if you're not in the bottom row of those 10 boxes, you don't even get to spectate. So you're just sitting there up there at the top until the other people are done if you don't get there in time.
And you almost need like some practice to be able to figure out how to maneuver that shit. Because in the beginning, if you don't like really know exactly where to go, you're just gonna be like, how the hell am I not in the next in line to fight after I won the previous fight?
Exactly. It's like it's something that's so common now that you have to wonder what happened here.
Yeah, seriously. I think they even added in KOF 14.
Mm-hmm. It's just it's such a weird thing that got through. It doesn't make any sense. They have also added I want to say the Tekken's way of doing it, but I feel like there was another game that did this before Tekken. That's just crossing my mind. Not crossing my mind. The rank system, you can keep playing until you're done.
I know Dragon Ball has that.
I think Mortal Kombat has that, where you set yourself as the king of a lobby and everyone fights you, even if you lose.
No, not that, Eddie. I know what that is. They should have that in Sam Show, but I mean like the rank system in general. You know, like
like because in ranked, I know because I know that I've seen it in Dragon Ball, where in ranked you can keep fighting the same people over and over and over until one of them leaves.
Yeah.
Okay, that like rematches.
Yeah.
Play?
Yeah.
Yeah, like for example, because in Street Fighter V, there's a cap of whoever gets the first to 2. In like Dragon Ball or Sam Show, it's the first one to leave. Otherwise, you can keep going and going and going.
Similar to Tekken.
Yeah, similar to Tekken now, and Soul Calibur now too.
Mm.
Yeah, because like that's how I was able to repair my ranking, because I kept fighting dudes that really wanted to take me on.
So that's good in my opinion. Although I feel like at one point you said you didn't like that kind of thing, Mrmoopsy. I might have been somebody else, but
I wouldn't be surprised if it was me, but that's because, like, for example, in the same game, using the same method as to how I got so low is also the same method as to how I managed to repair it.
Mm-hmm. So good and bad, you choose.
It really depends on the person that's behind the controller, because if you're like me and you rage super hardcore, you're gonna probably like tank your ranking. But if you know, like, if you've got enough patience to know when to quit, you can probably make it out.
Mm-hmm. I think that's really all I had for online, really.
I think I'm the most patient person here.
Probably when it comes to like lag or something.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh man, you do not handle lag well.
Fuck that. I don't need to handle lag well. Why are you on Wi-Fi? Why is it my thing to handle lag?
Like, why do I get punished for your shitty internet?
I get it. I agree wholeheartedly, right? Like, I 150% agree. But holy shit, Jazz. Had I known that you were trying to audition for Goku?
No, I'm not there yet.
Bullshit.
One day.
You're not.
One day.
I imagine he'd audition for Vegeta.
That'd be more me.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I call bullshit. You're not the one with the hurting ears.
Bullshit, nephew. No, you're talking about Soul Calibur, and that wasn't lag. That was something else.
That was pure niggadry right there. That's
like you saw what that Maxi was doing, right?
Oh shit, Maxi is so fucking stupid.
Like if you saw it, you would understand.
No, I did
Dude,
see
try
it.
to clip it. Try to clip it into this podcast.
I will definitely try. If I can get it, I will show you everything. That was straight up bullshit.
I understand. Dude, because you were screaming so fucking loud. I had to mute the stream. I had to because like I swear to you, my ears were gonna start bleeding.
Like literally, I kid you not. There were times I was across the screen and somehow he hit me. You have nunchucks. What the fuck is this range?
Then they weren't even using the Maxi character. They were using a custom too.
Mm-hmm.
He's just fucking like asking, is this the chick from Killer Instinct?
I wish. That would make it way better. No, that one was a lag. That one was just pure niggatry and Soul Calibur.
Okay, yeah. Like, hopefully, like, at this spot of the podcast, you can just fucking find the clip and post it, and we can all have a good laugh about it.
Yeah, if I can do it, I definitely will.
I'm not laughing at that shit. I was just like, yo, get off that game. Quit playing.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like we can laugh at it because that's past jazz, and this is current jazz.
We can laugh at it now. I'm talking about in the moment. I'm just like, let's get off the game.
I mean, in fairness, though, like, I was fucking yelling at the top of my lungs in rage when fucking Jazz and I were playing Sam Show at the same time.
Yeah, I'm never posting that.
Yeah. No, I'm not telling you to post it. I'm just saying that it's like, I was seeing the comments of, like, Rowdy and Jen, and they were all like, Jesus Christ, Mrmoopsy's tilted.
Like you were breaking the sound barrier of your own stream. That's what I meant. That's how loud you were. You were breaking.
And like, I also, because I'm actually gonna call bullshit on this, because I went back and looked at the sound spikes. I did not do that.
Nigga,
I'm calling bullshit.
It felt like, all right.
I'm just gonna say I'm calling bullshit on that because I have the evidence.
Eddie broke out in a cold sweat.
You might as well have punched me in my jaw because my shit was ringing. All right.
But, I'm just gonna call bullshit on that. Just to let them know. But
okay.
Back to Shem Show.
All right.
Yeah. So like, because what I want to say, like Jazz, so to give like a better idea of like where we really stand, what would you rate it?
7.
Funnily enough, I would also rate it a 7. Because I would say, like, because ultimately my opinion of Sancho is this: I do think it's a legit fun game. I do think that there's lots of good stuff going for it. It's, for me, I think it was just like a bad first impression and some stuff that I do think like legit just bugs me. But I would not tell people to like stay away from it. I would say give it a shot. It's definitely fun. I can see like the good stuff there. I just didn't have like the best first experience is all.
That's me. I was right at home. It's just there's certain things that just kind of bug me a lot. They're like the whole lobby system itself automatically deducted like 2 points for me because that's just basic stuff. This shouldn't be a problem in my opinion.
It's 2019, guys.
I mean, you kind of have to pull that. There's enough fighting games to at least get a gist of what a lobby system should be.
I mean, I will say that Dragon Balls isn't that great either, but I mean, they do have some semblance of like repetition.
Yeah, but I say they have some.
I personally think Ultimax had the best lobby system, and here is why. I punched my headset in Ultimax.
Thanks for the update.
So far in Ultimax, among all the fighting games that I've played in Ultimax, they are the only lobby system that allows more than one fight to happen at once within the same lobby, and I think that is gangsta as shit. Like you can have a lobby of 6 people, and the pairs of people fighting would be there, and they had voice chat. So there's people talking shit like, "Oh shit, eat it, bitch," while you're getting supered. You know what I mean? So
Xbox era.
pretty much like
Nice.
Modern Warfare 2 PS360 era lobbies,
Nice.
where you could get a history debate, get called a racist slur, have people talk about how they fornicated with your mother last night, and last but not least, niggas blasting ignorant ass music in unintelligibly with the bass boosted in their fucking mics.
Yep, definitely Xbox era. No. Oh yeah, and story. Story is cool, but
It's all right. It's kind of minimal because I don't even really know who the hell that like ghost lady was.
Yeah, she was kind of random. Although apparently you learned a little bit more about her in Charlotte's story. Like apparently she was kind of gotten by the wizard in the first game. But she was able to escape, but not with having some spell put on, not spell, some aura around her, and it just grew and grew because of all her hatred and whatnot. But I mean, that's like only in her story, so take it as you will. But yeah, there wasn't a lot here except for like online and stuff. Well, except for the ghost system, which is kind of busted right now.
That's what I've heard. I haven't gotten a chance to get around that yet, but like the last I heard of it was you telling me that it wasn't at its best.
Yeah, it needs some kinks working out. It's a great in concept. I'm not gonna knock them for it, but it needs to be fixed. Because there are literally moments where the ghosts will literally just keep jumping and they won't do anything else. It's not like, oh, this is how the player plays. No, that player definitely doesn't do that.
It's funny because I remember Marvel 3 had a similar system.
Yeah. But yeah, 7 for me.
7 for me.
Alright, and just to make sure, Eddie, you didn't have any questions about the game, did you?
Alright.
Alrighty, good talk. But no, the game's actually done pretty well as far as like a scene goes. Like, the game sold very well, like to the point of, I think it said 40,000 copies its first week.
Nice.
And to put that in perspective, for anybody who doesn't know, Street Fighter V did the same thing its first week. Tekken did like 60,000, but I mean, Tekken's a weird bird we'll talk about later. But yeah, so it's doing well. It's got pretty good numbers on Twitch.
Take that, elitists.
And they just actually added a pretty big pot to it, 30K to Evo. So get on that. Tomorrow's your last day to get on that train.
Get on that, nerds.
And yeah, like it's overall doing fairly well to the point to where, before I butcher this and say something I'm not supposed to say, it is 4th right now as far as numbers at Evo. It's pretty damn good. Although,
yeah.
Now that I think about it, because something else just came up earlier today, that means it has over 1,000 entrants. Because Under Night and Burst just hit 1,000 a day.
And I'm guessing it's like number 5 or something?
It's number 6.
Oh.
That's pretty nutty.
I imagine that there's a lot of people that are entering with like more than one game. Kind of like how I'm entering first like Smash and Street Fighter.
Absolutely, but still 1,000 people, jeez.
Doesn't matter, still 1,000.
Oh yeah, I'm not trying to take away the number of entrants. I'm just saying that like that's probably where like a ton of the numbers are coming from.
Yeah, that's pretty dang good.
Yeah. Watch it turn out to be like Evo ends up being like a 4 weekend kind of thing. Or 4-day weekend.
I'm gonna say 4 weekend, Jesus.
I need to use words better.
Here we have so-and-so on top 8. Yo, we heard he hasn't been able to leave this place for like a week and a half.
And he's only halfway through.
Please
That
let
is
me
what
go home.
I have a family.
You want that prize money, don't you? Dance.
It's like you want that $10,000, don't you?
I think we're off done with Sam show. So now we can move on to Evo. Speaking of which.
Hooray.
So I'm gonna post this in our thingy, but just in case we needed a refresher, which we probably don't, but still. Post games that are there. So
Large for the stream.
Ah man, just not seeing Melee there. Just
Oh, breath of fresh air.
Now that's tasty.
Hold on. Hold up. Oh my god, that clean air? I am such an asshole.
God, I really want to remember the Keith meme right now. Because I just remember Fox McCloud. I can't remember the first half.
Mango Nation.
Mango Nation, Fox McCloud.
Well, I was going to say maybe we go left to right for each game.
Sure.
You got it.
So, Under Night in Birth, like I said earlier, hit 1,000. So, it definitely deserves to be there at this point.
Under Night in Birth, the best game I'm never gonna touch.
Exactly. I mean,
Same, honestly.
I can't give you much on this one except that.
Fuck that, man. Under Night deserves every bit of hype, because that's what when Tekken and Street Fighter and all these other games are talking about, yo, we need community support. Looking at you, Soul Calibur, right?
See, I can't say anything about that because I know things.
That's right. You always know shit. I don't.
Yeah, he somehow has his hand up the game industry.
Well, this is because of another individual that I'll talk to you about later, Eddie. You know him.
On stream or off stream? Because you're making it sound like some Area 51 shit.
Which we about to storm, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like fucking people about to break in that shit.
No, I won't say his name, but
of course. I might know who you mean, but at the same time, you're making it sound like niggas is about the raging demon into that one Area 51 right now, bro. And I don't think I want to deal with that right now.
Jess, you gotta bring him to the podcast, and then we gotta distort his voice.
Give him a voice changer too. Make him sound
like all
chick.
deep throat and shit.
Like make him sound like a chick. Like, yeah, we have our first waifu, right?
Rip Raz.
Raz doesn't count. She just turned 18 not too long ago. Like, fuck that. We can't be having these fresh off the boat 18-year-olds.
I know, right? What is this, dead or alive?
Might as well be.
Like, screw that shit. We gotta have our girls with a bit of suffering in them. What you mean? Like, fuck that. Like, I know Raz has suffered enough, but I'm talking about like adult suffering.
Yeah. When she pay tax.
Jeez.
Yeah, like I want her to consider tax evasion.
She needs to at least think once about robbing the bank.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See, he gets it.
That's because we all work. We understand.
Yep.
The struggle is real.
Yep.
Okay, we kind of got off subject here. Let's
to be
get
fair,
back.
Does anybody really know about Under Night in Birth right here?
Not really.
No.
So
That's
like I imagine, I
what's
imagine
important here.
I imagine at some point, Jazz, like if we ever find like an empty machine that has Under Night in Birth, we're just gonna fucking go like, okay, let's check it out.
And really, like, were we there? We're probably gonna do that very thing.
At least once, yeah.
Under Night. Hey man, you want to run some casuals? Sure. Yeah. And you just have to like literally memorize that complicated ass detail of a combo that you tried to memorize in the lab.
And then Rowdy's just like, I'm so mad my messages haven't gone through till now.
No, I know a champion of Under Night and Birth, which is Ayo Boom. So I know that. Hopefully he wins this time.
Whoa, wait. Boom won an Under Night and Birth tournament?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I forgot which one it was, but it was like way back before CEO.
I knew that man was great. I didn't know he was that great.
He was in birth great.
Why does that sound so wrong?
I don't know. I think it's because of the birth.
I think so.
You tried.
I mean, I figured that it was gonna be like, you know what, this might sound weird, but fuck it, I'm gonna take the shot.
Hey, that's what we live for.
It didn't even sound wrong. It just sounded like incorrect. And you know exactly what I mean by that.
Yeah. But let's move on to something at least I know one of us knows. Smash Brothers.
Hooray!
I want Captain Falcon to win Smash.
Man, fuck that!
Whoa. What's your hostility, big fella?
He
What's
beat
wrong?
Johnny Cage. I don't want none of that shit. Spoilers for Death Battle.
Yeah, spoilers. I haven't seen that death battle yet.
Oh well. Captain
But you don't know
Falcon
how
is
he did it.
objectively better than Johnny Cage, and everyone knows it. Johnny Cage is just funnier.
Which makes him better.
Captain Falcon asks you to show your moves.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not even
What
the
the-
original Captain Falcon.
Who cares? It's not the Captain Falcon that we need, but it's the Captain Falcon that we got, nigga. What you mean?
No.
Like, I will also admit that when I was at a tournament, at a local tournament once, I lost to Captain Falcon, so there might be some salt there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you over the sound of my nipples getting hard.
You gotta go to a doctor then, shit.
Nah, I'm good.
I like my noisy nipples.
That I want Joker to win.
That'd be cool.
That
It's
would
funny
be cool.
because, like, I've seen a video where, God damn it, I've seen some of his videos. Zero.
Mm-hmm.
I really am tired. Where Zero was actually saying that, like, I believe if I remember correctly, he thinks that Joker's roughly mid-tier. Like, he's not as powerful as people make him out to be.
Cool.
I'm sorry. Every time I think of Zero, all I can think of is when he tried to rap, and it was very awful.
I don't care. I only want Captain Falcon / Joker to win just because I like those characters. That's it.
Okay, fair enough. The one character I don't want to be in finals is Bayonetta. Or Ganondorf.
Okay.
Didn't she
that's
shit
fair.
tier now?
Ganondorf?
No, Bayonetta.
I know she can still knock you up pretty high off the stage. I don't know if she can actually like kill you, but because from what I remember, and I think I might have part of this might have been from like a Keith video, but it was essentially like when she came in to the scene on launch, she was actually balanced, but then I think it was the 3.0 patch, and then they broke her again.
Yeah, hear me out. Persona 5 Joker versus Bayonetta. Son versus mother. No, I'm just playing.
Mother, why?
Somewhere deep in the universe, a Pornhub artist is getting to work. And I'm all for it.
I mean, let's see. Rowdy says that Bayo sucks now, but I mean, I don't know. That's what I remember hearing. So it could be Rowdy's right. It could be I'm right. Who knows?
I don't know, man. I'm willing to take your word over Rowdy's.
Possibly.
Rowdy's not a Luigi main, so I don't trust that nigga.
Oh damn!
True.
Where's his poltergeist?
Like not a lot of people know about playing Luigi in the original, the OG Smash. No, don't nobody know about Luigi in that game.
With the new finger smashers.
Yeah, one of them new era niggas. Mm. Yeah.
Bullies. I mean, Rowdy, we can bully you a little bit. You're in Japan, okay? We're not.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still in Japan. He deserves this work. Then what?
Yeah, he said he was gonna be gone for about a month.
Wow. Jeez, what is he doing over there? Is it for school or something?
Getting Asian hotties for one.
He's truly hunting those overstones, bro.
I expect
And I don't give a damn if that means aunt. We're still looking for older women.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Jazz, because you're in a relationship now.
Yeah, I can't touch that. This is all you.
Like what is it? Like 15 years at this point?
Me,
Dude,
and
we
Luke,
already have kids.
I would hate to be a godfather to your kids. I'd honestly hate that shit to death. We already got one enough out of just you, chick giggling ass. You mean to tell me have a newborn just popped out? Shit, nah.
And they're all Julia mates.
And they're all Julia. Well, yeah, I don't care. I don't care about that too much. Fuck that. It's just that I don't want to get bow and arrowed by some giggling.
He just like fucking like he says the Julia mains part and he just like logs off.
No, I'm cool. No, Julia mains are cool. They're fine. They're good with me, bro.
No.
All right, but we're getting off subject. We're talking about a game that we haven't crossed yet. We need to go over to the next game, boys.
Well, before we get there, I have one question for this game. And I want y'all to answer truthfully.
Are you ready for Freddy?
No. I'm never ready for Freddy. I'm ready for not Freddy.
Everyone but.
Should this game be the final game at Evo?
The final game?
The final game.
Only because it is number one.
Okay.
If it wasn't number one, screw them nerds. But because is it like number one by a long shot? Like how much more does it have than Tekken?
I don't know. Because I know Tekken's past 2,000, but Smash is past 3,000 today.
Exactly. Like, because it's Smash first, then Tekken, and I think Street Fighter?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
Just because it's Smash, and Smash does numbers, right? Smash definitely does numbers, but I don't think if it wants to keep like a very solid amount of viewer attention throughout the weekend, I think if they put Smash on last, I think that would probably do them the best from a business standpoint.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Mrmoopsy?
I kind of have to agree with Eddie. The only thing that I think would be a possible drawback is they really need to know how to keep like the matches at a good pace. Because if they go on too long, or if they go on too long, the audience is going to lose interest. If they're too short, people are like the players themselves are going to start calling bullshit.
All right. I guess I'm gonna be the lone cowboy here.
All right.
And I'm gonna say no, it does not.
Yeah, because Cloud's in the game. What, you bastard?
No, it's not because of Cloud's, because fucking Persona Joker's in the game. No, it's just like...
It's because Cloud is in the game and Tifa isn't.
Damn it, you caught me.
Like, whatever I will say though, because like of all the Tifa hype lately, for her in Dissidia and the recent announcement in the remake, like whatever fighting game puts her on their roster, I will absolutely buy like day one, even if it's already out. I will travel back in time.
What?
Okay. I'll buy it day one.
The game's been up for 3 years. I'm just gonna travel back in time super casual.
So like, hey, Shut up. Day one. All right. Like, don't you look at me like that. Day one purchase.
I will go to a GameStop and it'll be like the game's $30. Like, here's 60.
But I'm actually thinking long term versus the now.
Okay.
When it comes to the last game of Evo, which is most of the time in Street Fighter, most people in the actual FGC community would think of it as the game that would really represent what the FGC stands for. And to me, Smash doesn't do that.
That community is a problem, that's for damn sure.
Like, it's still, just recently we just had something controversial that was ridiculous.
For Street Fighter?
Or
Or for Smash?
Smash.
Smash.
Okay.
Where they literally bullied a girl off of social media. The
Oh,
community
right.
itself literally just did that.
Oh, that's right. Hey, yo, fuck Smash. They can't be on last no more.
Oh no, my argument's getting pulled into anything again! It's like fucking magnets!
Come here, Bruce.
No, that wasn't even nothing off of magnetism. I wholeheartedly forgot about that. I legit forgot about that. Oh yeah, and to add on to that, apparently there was a pedophile in there too, and he was dating an underage kid.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? The community was just like, please don't go to this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Them same niggas bullied a girl off of social media just because she won a set.
Just because she won a set.
Yeah, because like Rowdy's asking, what did she do to get targeted? I essentially just put in the comments, be a girl.
Pretty much.
Be a girl and win a set against a major player. I guess a well-respected player.
That can't be. You
Yeah,
would be surprised, Rowdy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
A
internet.
top player. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I've also seen a lot of comments in those videos that were addressing that, that because it was essentially like everyone's in the comments were saying like, you know, the problem isn't just Smash, it's really bad in Smash, but like the whole sexism thing in the FGC is like really prevalent.
Which is true. This is a true thing. But I mean, that's mostly internet. I will fight that saying it's mostly internet and not actual offline FGC there. Because offline FGC is a lot different than online.
Like,
Right,
hell,
I believe that.
offline FGC with this Tekken tournament that just went down. Yo, people are over here calling Cuddlecore a goddamn goddess right now.
Exactly. Like, it's completely night and day.
But I remember the name starts with an A for like the dude that that was playing the pro player. I forget the name off the top of my head. But it was because it was essentially that it was Rowdy. It was a famous Smash player was in a tournament. He lost to the Ally. That's the one. Thank you, Rowdy.
Yep, there you go.
It was Ally was playing, and he lost to this one girl, and fucking like. What basically happened was like all of Ally's fanboys just went up and straight targeted this girl, and like to the point where she like left social media.
And
And
you can't
from
find
what
her.
yeah, and the funny thing is that Ally left the internet too. He left social media, but not because of this. He actually left because it turns out that he was like cheating on his girlfriend with some dude.
Whoa, wait.
A minor at that.
Whoa,
Yeah.
wait. Ally, yo, this all just came full circle to me because I didn't fully understand it. Because you mean to tell me the dude who just got outed as a pedophile for dating this underage boy was also the same dude that got his virtual cheeks clapped by some girl in a set?
I believe
Same
so.
dude.
And instead of, well, I mean, he can't control his fans. He can't do that.
I feel like he could make some argument to say
He didn't
that you
say anything.
he
That's
could-
the problem.
yeah.
He didn't even say anything about losing the set, but he definitely did say something about, hey, yeah, that's right, I was dating this underage boy for a while.
Yeah, that's the reason why he said he's leaving the FGC is because he was dating the boy, not because he lost.
Exactly.
Okay. But the pedophile thing aside, leaving the community just because you lost the set makes sense, but he should have at least disavowed the actions of his fans.
He should have like left for both reasons, honestly.
Yeah, it's
He shouldn't have left. Like losing a set isn't a reason to leave, right?
No,
But I feel
go
like
ahead.
no, like the point that I'm trying to make is because he was already in some shit. At least address the other shit as opposed to leaving that other shit alone.
Because, like, for me, I do feel like there can be some level of like carrot and stick that you can do to control your fans if they get too out of hand. Because the big problem is that you shouldn't have like say Jimmy J Tran had like his fan base go after somebody that he lost to, right? Hypothetical, of course, impossible. He would lose. But if it would have to be something like say, oh, okay, because of this shit, like you guys are getting too out of control, I'm gonna drop like the next like 3 tournaments or something like that. I'm gonna step down on the Tekken World Tour because of this. You know, I feel like there's something you could do because like they're your fans, but at the same time, you don't want your fans to turn into a mob.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. But the thing is, he should have at least said something about it. It's just to play the devil's advocate. You still can't control the actions of other people.
Which, yeah, we're not saying that would have stopped it by any means.
Yeah,
right.
But it would have been nice if he said something.
Yeah, it's a response on some level.
You
right?
didn't even douse the fire. You just let it burn.
Yeah.
Like it's like the first step to solving a problem is recognizing that there is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it's stuff like that, and this is like just one of multiple things that has happened with this game. That makes me feel it shouldn't be the last one. It shouldn't represent the FGC. It's too controversial.
I'm not laughing at what you're saying, Jess. I'm laughing at when Rowdy typed.
Yeah, I read it a little bit too.
I didn't read it myself, but the main reason that you should have said that Smash doesn't represent the SGC properly is not because it's controversial.
I'm not going to say that.
Oh, you already know where I'm going.
Yep.
Summer, you are following along with me.
I'm pretty sure I know what he's going to say.
I'm rubbing my hands so fiercely. I swear to God, I'm about to become Liu Kang up in this bitch right now.
I'm right outside the window doing the same thing. It's like, yeah, here it comes.
I'm just saying, like, I wish I could like make the sound.
About to do it.
Smash is a party game.
Yep, there we go.
I was off because I thought he was gonna mention core values.
Oh,
you missed it.
That's just as good, if not better. God damn it, Lucy.
So close.
I was this close. I was this fucking close to greatness. I was on the verge of greatness and I fucked it up. I fucked it.
I thought he was gonna say something like Smash doesn't match our core values.
Oh well. We'll get it next time.
I don't even care that it's a party game anymore. It doesn't represent the core values, man. God, fucking shit, man. God, yeah, Rowdy, you're right. I do suck. Fucking shit. God damn. Disappointed in myself. I'm
disappointed.
I was just thinking that.
You go to the next
game. He's just like, I'm gonna be in this corner.
Yeah, excuse me. I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep this morning.
This morning.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep through the night. And all my stuff. You're gonna sit here just soaking my mistake.
Actually, no. It was more like this, Jess.
This is going to be 2019's the podcast moment of the year. This is it right here. If
we gotta do a best of.
If we have a best of, this has to be number one.
Absolutely.
I am so gonna go back and listen to this again.
I let the world down. I let my mom down. I let my friends down.
You let the memes down.
I let the core values down. And there's just some shit that you just don't do, and that's one of them. And I did it.
Oh god.
Oh man. Oh damn. All right. Well, there was one other thing before we go to the next game, because I did want to do possible announcements. Anything for Smash? You think, Moops?
Probably just like the Heroes release date.
Oh, and for Under Night and Birth, it's probably going to be that X thing that's been going around. I'm thinking probably the same. Next game, Dragon Ball FighterZ.
It's been hella silent.
Super hella silent.
Yo, if they announce another fucking Goku, I'm blacklisting this.
Dude, all they need is one more Goku, and we can have a Goku versus Goku team.
And they're all original Goku.
All consisting of different Gokus, and I don't want that.
I mean, technically, we're still waiting on Gogeta.
That's true.
And it's just like, that's going to be the first character they announce is Gogeta. It's just like, God.
Well, no, they've already announced him. That's the thing.
Yeah, they announced him back in January. We just don't know what he technically looks like in game.
Yeah, because what they showed was the footage from the Broly movie to say we're putting these two in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and there's also Super Broly.
Yeah.
So we got two Brolys. Yo.
You know what? Two Brolys ain't that bad.
No,
Three
man.
Vegetas is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Three Vegetas is bad. 7 Gokus is even worse.
Well, actually, because let's see, because I feel like you would also have to add Vegito in there, since that's technically a half Goku, half Vegeta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said 7 Gokus, but that's why I said 4 Vegetas too.
I heard 3.
3.
I said 3.
Yeah.
I meant 4 because there's base, yellow Super Saiyan, blue Super Saiyan, and then fusion.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So okay, so 4 Vegetas. Okay, sorry, I didn't know if I said 3
it would
or
be
not.
4 Vegetas because of the Gogeta. So yeah.
So 5 Vegetas, 8 Gokus, I guess.
At this point, pretty much.
Let's just put facts. Too many.
Yeah. Anything higher than 2 is too many.
Oh man. But now
They
this.
need to add. They
That's
need
what
to
the T
add
stands for.
super. They need to add super villain Yamcha from Xenoverse too.
Dude, I would buy that. I would so buy that in a heartbeat.
I mean, it's all but confirmed that the next character is going to be Janemba.
Yeah, didn't they let it slip or something like that?
Yeah, it was. They were selling something on Xbox because it was Xbox that like spilled the beans.
Yeah.
Where they
don't
were
give a
saying,
fuck.
yeah, pretty much, because they were saying that like they were going to be selling something with Kid Goku and Janemba, and people were like, wait, what?
Yeah. But, yeah, this game fell super hard. Like, to put it in perspective, it is 7th on the list of 9 games for the Evo lineup.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've ever if you ended up finding out the story for what happened with FighterZ, Jazz, but that extra story that I wanted to do at the end, it involves Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Do you want to do it now, since we're already on the subject?
Might as well, I guess, because the big controversy going on right now, the only noise that's coming out of Dragon Ball is pretty bad, because the controversy going on is that Dragon Ball FighterZ recently announced a new tournament for their world tour.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that the day of the announcement was 10 days from the actual event.
Oof. Yeah.
And people are losing their shit.
So, okay. I'm of two minds of this story. One, yes, that's very bad. It's really bad, actually. But two, I also have to say welcome to esports, because that's normal in other games.
Like which ones? That's what I'm asking.
Go to
I think Tekken announced their second world tour before they were even done with their first one.
yeah, they did. But I mean, that's
Yeah.
like still even next year. Like you are going to go to starting the second world tour that day. Like it's like 10 days from now, the second world tour starts. We're still in the first one. Fuck you.
Yeah, because like the big problem that people are having with this world tour fiasco is that people that are basically big Dragon Ball Fighters players are unable to like make the proper travel plans because like they weren't told ahead of time, and so they said like, okay, so because of this, I can't get money for a ticket. For a plane ticket, I can't call off work. I can't like get any decent hotels. Like all my traveling plans are fucked up because I can't because I was told like super last minute.
Which, yeah, like, don't get me wrong, that's still bad, but it is normal in normal esports stuff. I'm just letting you know.
Which
Esports
I mean,
is practically chaos incited on a whim.
fair enough. Because which ones were the examples? Like Dota and probably League of Legends.
Yeah, Dota, League of Legends. There's some shooter that I had said, but it's on my mind right now.
CS:GO.
CS:GO.
Wouldn't be
There you go.
Would it?
Yeah.
No, it would.
Yeah, like those games. This is common. So
I feel like the issue, because I get you're going for devil's advocate. I feel like the counter issue though is like those games are big enough so that I think they've reached the point of career sustainability just by playing that. They've got enough sponsorships. They've got enough like eyes on the games. You know what I mean? It's just like people are watching, people are making money off of this shit. I think it was like Echo Fox that was basically discarding a lot of the. Was it Echo Fox that was getting rid of their basically their fighting game division?
yes.
Yeah, and they weren't touching their like shooting games because of all the money that they were making. And Dragon Ball Fighters, you know, love it or hate it, it just doesn't pull the same numbers as the League of Legends, as a Dota. So it's like, you know, you cannot sustain yourself through that, and because of that, like you do kind of have to have your own life aside from fighters,
Which is fine. But I
Yeah.
will counterpoint that as well, because a lot of people are trying to say we should be more esports. And if you want to do that, you have to get used to this.
Yeah,
Just saying.
no, and that's also a good point too. I won't argue it at all. It just kind of depends on like the scene itself, because it's all a process of give and take. Like, because I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out that like for like Tekken 7 or Street Fighter, maybe Smash, those are games where like if you're like dedicate yourself to them full time, you will get like sponsors and all the good shit. But in comparison to say like a League of Legends, like the struggle is way worse than it should be.
Yes and no.
God damn it, Jazz.
Like, because on the one hand, you probably are going to get a better chance of getting a League of Legends sponsorship, but that's because of a team aspect. Like, if it wasn't for that, it would probably be about the same struggle as this fighting game thing.
Probably.
Yeah. That and like that and getting put onto a team is because they see how you can do it in a team environment. Whereas in fighting games, it's like, yeah, we see how good you are at hitting buttons. Anybody can hit buttons.
But how you are as a person.
Yeah. Now, yeah, it's just like, hey, man, we entrust you to this team. Can you promise us
To press
that there will not be a video of you clapping prostitute cheeks next week? Maybe. Sign here.
That is a hard maybe.
Just like we're risking it. We're risking it.
Yeah,
And
because
it's like, yeah, I got signed. You don't deserve to be signed. And then you just play hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes
To do the
mad.
dance. But, what were you going to say?
because I was gonna say like there is a lot of like give and take in regards to this, because we've got like a lot of counterpoints to each other. But I will say that I do think it's one of those things where, like, at the end of the day, Dragon Ball Fighters is not necessarily doing its biggest favors by announcing a lot of last minute stuff.
Hmm. Honestly, so
Absolutely
much has
not.
happened to Dragon Ball Fighters that I'm not surprised it's as low as it is now. Like, so much bad has happened versus good.
Yeah, man, like Sonic Fox wanting to switch sides.
Yeah, that was the worst thing that could have happened.
Almost as bad as the 8 Gokus.
No, it's almost.
Almost. But switching sides, we don't play that shit.
But, yeah, it's very interesting to see something that was so high, so low, so fast.
Oh yeah, seriously, because people were like riding that high off of the last Evo, where they said, "Oh my God, can you believe it? Like Dragon Ball had 100,000 more viewers than fucking Street Fighter 5. Take that, Street Fighter 5." And then all of a sudden, like, this shit's happening.
Yeah, it's a funky mess. But-
It's way fucking like peaks and valleys.
But I wish the best to anybody who's in it, especially Goichi, because that person's cool.
Just don't let him get switch sided on.
Yeah, he learned his lesson. Now, if he can just learn his lesson about the Dragon Balls.
Yeah, that's a different problem.
But I guess we can move on from that to go to Blaze Blue Cross Tag. Ruby
That
and
game-
Gordo.
That game is chaotic as shit.
It is chaotic, but it's very fun if you actually play it.
I haven't even put my eyes on it, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief.
Which is fine. I mean, I don't think there's really any character in there that would even catch your eye.
Besides you, Narukami.
I
I mean,
mean-
it's you, not
and-
Kami.
Yeah, he's like he's
we heard the
equivalent to
rumors.
fucking Gearus. You know what I mean?
But I mean, like, I will say that we have also heard those rumors that they were supposed to be the Senran and Kagura characters.
Yeah, but that was
It's not
supposed to
gonna
be like
get me
last
into the
year.
game.
Like they might do it this year. When I mean, if they do, about damn time. But
Seriously.
oh yeah, I think they did say there was another fate, so it's possible. But geez, they've been taking their time.
Seriously, yeah.
The numbers for this one though were fairly low, and honestly, this actually brings up another point, which they're probably not going to do anything about it because they've already announced it. But there's still time, in my opinion, to change it. Should this game be a Sunday game?
Blaze Blue Cross Tag?
Yes.
A Sunday game.
Yeah, like on the Sunday roster.
I don't know how like long it can take, because I know that part of the reason why they don't, like, one of the reasons why they won't have some games on Sundays is because they'll eat up too much time on the main stage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long those matches can take, but it is an anime game, so like,
Oh, it's very fast, super fast.
okay. I don't know, maybe like early morning.
Well, the reason I bring this up, let me put in some context.
All right, sure.
If you notice, it's the lowest game on the entry level, in 9th place, and the numbers haven't been great on this game. Yet there are other games that are not in that place that could do just as well in the just amount of time. So, kind of wondering maybe something should replace it. Maybe push it to a Saturday? I'm not going to say which game, but because that's the three that comes to mind, really. But
Because I feel like you like. Because can I throw out guesses for the three that you're thinking of?
sure.
Soul Calibur, Samurai Shodown, or Under Night.
Soul Calibur, no.
Soul Calibur is a Friday game at best.
Nah, Saturday. Because
Saturday morning, nigga.
no. No, I was thinking Under Night. I was thinking Samurai Showdown. And I was thinking Mortal Kombat.
When is Sam's show anyway?
Sam Show in Saturday.
Because Because honestly, I do feel like Sam Show could actually make it to a Sunday game.
Mm. I mean, it has the numbers and the money now.
Yeah.
I feel like it should take that spot.
I agree.
Mm.
I don't know, Jess. What do you think about Rowdy's comment?
I'm in a different thing talking to my girlfriend, so could you read for me?
Sure, fair. He said he's asking MK isn't Sunday either.
No, Saturday night.
Oh.
Why that is, don't ask me. I'm just as surprised as you are. At the same time, it's just like if honestly, if I didn't know the numbers and I was thinking Sunday game, Mortal Kombat would have definitely been on that list.
Yeah, it's doing really well right now.
Yeah. He's asking, isn't Sam Show really defensive game? Want to take a while? It is kind of a defensive game, but I don't think time would probably be an issue.
Yeah, because it goes faster than you think.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna send you a clip, Rowdy, later, and I'm gonna show you just how fast a match can go.
Yeah, it's a game where like you lose too much focus, you'll find yourself quickly in the last 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it's a fact. Time would not be a problem. It's just I don't. I think that should be changed. I think Blaze Blue. It's a fun game. Don't get me wrong. It should be on like a Saturday, Friday, something.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If they were to play it by numbers, right? If they were just to do it purely by numbers, then no, it shouldn't be a Sunday game. By no means. Blaze Blue shouldn't be a Sunday game.
Because honestly, like I've even watched some Blaze Blue streams, and they don't really pull in anything. It's just my observation. I think that should be changed.
They probably see it as a budget Guilty Gear. What's
Fair.
Guilty Gear's numbers?
I don't know because it's not on the main roster. It'll be a side
It's,
chain
it's not on the main roster, but like last year, Guilty Gear made it to Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm. And it had pretty big numbers.
Yeah, it's like I think people just don't fuck with that game like that. Just not with Blaze Blue, not with the way that it is.
Yeah, makes
I don't
sense.
think.
I think that they can. It's just the character roster is not exactly speaking to a lot of people as much as they hoped it would.
They didn't put enough popular people in the game.
If it were me personally, I would have waited till Persona 5 came out and used that instead of 4. That's just me.
Rowdy says, I disagree with that budget GG comment. They are very different games. They are, but I do think that what they're saying, though, about the roster characters, there's a lot of weight to that. There's a lot of truth to that. Because I think, and to that point of yours, Rowdy, the whole like niche audience, the problem is I do feel like they made their audience even more niche because they're like, for one thing, yeah, like imagine how much the fan base would have reacted if they had like a mix of Persona 4 and 5 characters, and the fact that like this is an ArcSys game, and for some reason there's like no Guilty Gear characters whatsoever,
Which is the biggest mistake.
Yeah. Like,
oh yeah, because what?
Like,
because for sorry to interrupt you. What different games are the characters from besides Persona and Ruby, right?
and Ruby's not even a game.
And Ruby's not even a game.
Under Night.
Blaze Blue, I think.
Yeah.
Under Night, Blaze Blue,
Persona, Ruby.
Persona and Ruby. Outside of Under Night In-Birth, because Under Night In-Birth has its own thing. With the rest of those games separately on their own were not very popular games.
Oh yeah,
so
Persona 4 Arena.
Ultimates was not. It's my favorite anime fighter of all time, but that's just because it's Persona. There's a very clear bias. But speaking objectively, the only thing that they did with this Blaze Blue cross tag game was put a whole bunch of unimportant, non-popular shit. It just put them together, and all that did was just make another unpopular thing. That's it.
Also, to go with what you said, Rowdy, I get it's 2.5, but they could have just made the game 2.5, and that would have fixed that.
Yeah, because they've got like a bit of a history of reusing character sprites, so.
I mean, who cares about reusing character sprites?
Well, no, I'm saying it wouldn't be that hard for them to do it because they've got that history.
Yeah. Like Persona, like the Persona. I can speak for the Persona characters, but the Persona characters that they have in Blaze Blue are just reused sprites. They don't have new moves in that game.
It's
everyone's exactly the same, except that the frame data might be different. But the sprites and shit, all the same.
It's basically like a Marvel too.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, but like I was saying, they put a bunch of niche communities together, and hell, for all I know, they probably could have destroyed the niche that they were looking for. You know, the reason people fucked with Persona was just because we were already Persona fans, and we got more Persona, so we're playing more Persona. Same with the other Blaze Blue series. Ruby was a nice surprise, but then the Guilty Gear characters being in there. Maybe people don't want to play that Blaze Blue game because they have a whole bunch of foreign characters that nobody knows about as far as their world goes.
Which I get what you're saying, Rowdy, but at the same time, it still goes to our point. It's a niche thing. The whole style, whatever, it's still niche. And it's still low numbered, and it still doesn't have a great following. What we're trying to do is say things that would have made it a great following. But it's
because you can speak its praises all you want, but you're speaking as a fan. You have to speak objectively here. If it came down to me, Blaze Blue Cross Tag would probably be like number 2 or number 3 on the list just because there's Persona characters in there alone. But that's just not how shit works. That's not how that works. It's not popular enough. It's not easy enough to get into the game for people to stick around with it. It's in tag games. Come on now. Of all the times we put into tag games, we know tag games are just chaotic games as it stands.
It's just a weird thing. At the end of the day, I don't think it should be on Sunday.
No, absolutely.
No.
God damn it! That was our point. That was the point. Yeah. No, not a Sunday game. It can't be. You're speaking objectively as well. What?
He's saying that his points are trying to be set through a objective point of view too.
No, I'm just trying to find an excuse to bully him again.
Okay.
There's never not a time to bully Rowdy.
especially because he's in Japan.
Especially until you get out of Japan, you will be bullied. I think we've hit
moving
to
on.
Blaze Blue, so now we can hit to Tekken 7.
Yo, this game is on a world domination tour.
It is a freak of nature.
Tekken is like one of the only games that's doing better as time went on, right?
Pretty much. I mean, some of the crazy moves that they pulled off definitely helped that longevity.
Definitely. I think the way that they released their characters, the way that they did their DLC, we're not talking about Tekken Bowling. That's a myth. That doesn't exist.
Tekken what?
Yeah, exactly.
He said Tekken. I'm just kidding.
But the way that they did their DLC plan, every character was a genuine surprise. Akuma was a genuine surprise. Eliza was already there. But Geese, nobody expected fucking Geese. Noctis, nobody expected Noctis. We're not rehashing this old argument, Jazz. He's still a surprise. He's still
Again, look, I'll say this. Was he a surprise? Just saying, was he a surprise? That's it. Yes.
He was a surprise. When we was watching the thing, it's just like, oh no, who's like, what unfortunate soul is on the phone with that queer Lars, right? And it's like, it's Noctis, and it's just like, oh shit, oh my god, it's Noctis.
Yeah, like execution, you can have your own opinions on that.
But everybody was still absolutely shooketh.
Should have saw it coming with all those fucking noodle ads.
Yeah, that's one of the things that you keep saying is just like, god damn it, why didn't I see it coming? Too many noodles.
Yeah, like this turns into sponsored to you by Cup Noodles. Hold up now. Nah, I put like 60 hours into Final Fantasy 15, and I saw Cup Noodles every goddamn where. Is there something you want to tell us, Cup Noodles and Bandai Namco? Nah, man, sit down in this chair. Okay.
All
right. I'll take your word for it.
You got it. Chill world, baby. I'm just living in it.
And then, of course, the whole freak of nature that is Negan. But I mean, we all know about that.
Did we say Goose first?
I didn't mean to say Goose first, but he is the most popular.
Right. Yeah, he's
Negan was a shot in the dark.
Super shot. Like, nobody saw that coming.
Yeah, nobody. You could be given 50 free guesses and you'd never get them.
Also, the thing about the DLC characters is that they came into the game well balanced, except for Geese, of course, because Geese was really
Geese is SNK. SNK is always weird.
Yeah, and I remember hearing that like Noctis wasn't that great when he first came out.
No, it's not that. I think the people who played Final Fantasy 15 like me expected Noctis to have this really expansive ass move list, as he probably should have, but he didn't. He's just really fucking simple and effective. But like Katarina, there's a lot of people in Tekken 7 that's made for beginners, and Noctis is one of those characters. But the thing about Tekken is that even without legacy skill, you can come into this game and see the viability of every character that is not Gigas.
Poor Gigas.
He's getting bullied.
He super is.
But it's like, if there's any character in Tekken that is an uphill battle, it's Gigas, and people make Gigas work.
Like I can literally say without a doubt, you can make any character work in this game.
Yeah, any character can win, and that's just what's great about it. That's what makes it objectively. Well, I don't want to say objectively because I'm becoming a fanboy now, but that's what makes me think that, despite me not even playing the game for months, can still say that Tekken is still the best fighting game out right now, because I can come back to that game and I can still win.
That, and it's just like made a lot of really good moves. Although let me ask you this, Jess, because I was actually talking about this with a coworker today. Was for the announcement for like the next season, I believe it's going to be season 3. Did Harada say that there was going to be no DLC characters on that one, or?
He didn't say. He didn't confirm anything. He said we're trying to do shit.
Yeah, but most people are taking it as is that okay. Let's rewind back first before I say that. About a couple of weeks ago, there was this kind of leak thing that happened with about 3 things that were on the DLC list, I believe, for Steam. And people were basically considering that as, wait, is that another season pass? Are those 3 new characters? What is that going to be? Because honestly, when it comes to Tekken 7, like I always say, this is a weird thing when it comes to Tekken, as far as DLC goes. Because the most we had as far as DLC was back in the day was Revolution with the tickets and Tag 2 with the free DLC characters we have there. So this is all new. Right. So people were considering that those 3 slots were 3 characters, and that was going to be it for the game, basically. And they kept pushing to Harada to say, hey, what is this? What is this? What is this? So then Harada came out with a statement basically saying they are working on something, but it's not necessarily characters. and people are saying that, okay, this time we're not getting characters.
Ah, okay.
So honestly, it's still up in the air what it is.
Yeah, nobody exactly knows what it is. It's just that everybody is jumping. Everybody's like chomping at the bit to say that it's X or Y, and Harada's just like, "Hey, relax." Like
we
chill.
don't even know yet. Chill.
Like all you need to know is that we're trying to do something. And that's it.
Yeah.
What is that something? Bitch.
It might be the 2 Rage Arts new EX moves. We don't know.
Who knows? And that's the thing. They don't know either.
Who would have thought that this game would have had a wall bounce mechanic? Nobody. Like literally, it could be anything.
I imagine that, like, at the very least, they'll probably. Well, I'll say this for later.
Okay.
Because, no, because we are doing some prediction stuff, kind of, in Discord,
Go
right?
nuts.
Okay, yeah. Because what I was gonna say is, like, what we might get, like, something of a tease for it at Evo.
Probably.
Oh, absolutely. I guarantee if they don't do anything at Evo, there will be riots.
Yeah.
I guarantee you we're going to see something. I don't know what it is. It could be very small. It could be big.
They're adding chocobos.
Oh, God. And then Tifa comes out.
Oh, God. I have to go back in time.
If they announce Tifa for Tekken 7, you're probably going to break up with your girlfriend.
As long as they do her justice.
We don't know yet, so hold on to that relationship. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because like imagine they do her injustice and make her flatter.
But see, here's the thing, though.
No, they have Katarina. Why would they make?
Yeah, I'm about to say.
flatter?
I was just about to point out Katarina. No.
But I didn't say it was gonna be a for sure thing.
But no, I was gonna say, like, on a real note, when it comes to all the guest characters that have come in, I can't think of a single one really where I said that was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even when you said with Noctis, you're like, Noctis ain't a bad choice. He just would have been better in Soul Calibur.
Yeah, like Noctis
But that's
is Noctis.
But that's not to say. But that's not to say that he was a bad choice. You just don't think he was the best choice.
It should have been Garou.
That is what you said. That is what you said. You said he ain't the best choice. He ain't a bad choice, but he ain't
On
the best
further
choice.
enlightenment.
Don't make me that type or us, nigga. Because I'll do it. Don't think I won't.
Don't make me revoke my high priest. No, I was, but like I was saying, like, literally Noctis, Geese, Negan, Akuma, they all feel like versions of themselves. It should be.
Yeah, they don't feel gimped at all. Especially Geese, nigga.
Oh jeez, Geese really does feel like an SNK character.
Yeah. Oh man, remember when people were whining at Super Akuma for doing like a 99% combo?
Which is dumb.
And everybody was just like, "Yo, man, he needs to be nerfed." He's like, he has to first off be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
He has to use both of his meter. He has to get everything right.
Mm-hmm.
Just block forehead.
I guarantee you, no green rank, let alone almost a lot of Tekken God Primes right now can do what he just did.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that video. Wasn't it like this dude basically like 100% this one other dude at a tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that took some super skill. You're not just gonna do that. That took like months, if not years, of practice.
Mm-hmm.
Rowdy says, wasn't that a counter hit?
Yeah,
combo
and it
too?
was a counter hit combo. Good luck hitting that.
Good luck replicating that.
Like seriously, like people are all like, he should be nerfed. He should be nerfed. I want to see y'all do that.
Like right now.
Even Harada said the same shit too. It's just like shit. All right, so let me see 99.5 percentile of players be able to do this, and we'll think about it. Until then, hold that.
And even then, he tried it again and failed and fucked up and lost.
Aaron Roddy.
Okay, that's easy. Sure, right?
Like he suffered a lot to make that happen.
So did the guy that he beat.
I'm pretty sure the guy who he beat was just like, well, shit. Like, what am I supposed to do? Say he sucks?
Which actually reminds me of something else. But are we done with like most prediction stuff before I go on that?
I want Tifa for Tekken 7.
So
I want Tifa playable in any game.
It's funny because a lot of people are making that guess as cross promotion for Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Tekken 7, Final Fantasy 7.
I mean,
hey,
like the 7.
It's not. It certainly ain't impossible.
Oh,
It's
definitely not.
Like for Tekken, it's the least impossible. Like the biggest obvious reason is because of Nocturne.
I mean, one Final Fantasy character is already. Why not? We're already good with Square Enix.
Tifa could very well be in Smash too because Cloud's over there.
This is true.
Like, be with her best buddy, also / a very, very light romantic choice, Cloud.
This is true.
So I like honestly, she probably has a higher chance of being in Smash.
She's got a decent chance, just like it would be easier to say which ones that she doesn't have a chance in.
Oh yeah.
Samurai Showdown.
Yep, Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think
Mortal Kombat.
actually because. But she definitely doesn't have a chance in Mortal Kombat. But
yeah.
I can kind of see her in Sam Show. I'm not gonna lie.
She couldn't be in Mortal. She couldn't be in Mortal Kombat 11 off the sole fact that she doesn't use a weapon. She uses her fists and her fists only.
Isn't there other characters that don't use weapons in Mortal Kombat?
Liu Kang doesn't use weapons.
He has nunchucks. Your second choice. She's a fucking bug wife.
No weapons.
Her body's her weapon, just like Johnny Cage.
So does Tifa.
All right, for Tifa, her chest is her weapon. I went there.
She could be like fucking Black Orchid.
I was also thinking that you was probably gonna say Jax, but Jax uses his grenade launcher.
I was gonna say his grenade launcher. So I would have probably went with no. She has
although I will say what you could do is she could like her weapon could be the materia.
True.
Yeah, that's true. You got a point there.
Yeah,
but I think balance-wise, she'd be the best in Tekken 7.
Absolutely. Plus, you're not gonna see somebody do a fatality on Tifa. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, that's the biggest reason why I don't think she would be in for MK11.
Yeah.
Like nobody would want to see her disemboweled, and she wouldn't be disemboweling anybody.
Which I just actually answered my own question about Sam Show, because you're not gonna see her get cut in half.
Yeah.
I want to see her split in half, but that depends on what you
mean.
I feel like that was great. I felt like that one was just great. Just you guys' reaction to that just made it just beautiful. Man.
She's got like her 3 best slots are Smash, Tekken, and Street Fighter. So basically the top 3 in fucking Evo.
Top 3? Yeah, exactly. Wow. But I was gonna say, do you think this one should be the last game though?
Tekken 7?
Yes.
It won't be.
It most likely won't, even though a lot of people want it to be. Most likely won't.
Why? I feel like it will honestly end at Tekken 8.
Oh no, that's not what I meant.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I meant Sunday. Last game for Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, the last game for Sunday being Tekken?
Mm.
Okay, well, what about Smash? Oh wait.
We
Yeah,
just went over. No.
he's slowly starting to catch on.
It wasn't that I like when you said Tekken 7, I immediately thought second place in numbers.
Mhm.
Being the last game, I'm like, what? What do you mean? What about the other game that's in first that we didn't talk about earlier? Yeah, if there's any game that could be the last game, I'd say Tekken would be it, and I want to be able to look down upon the party Smash players that for some reason feel like Tekken shouldn't be there because their small little brains can't handle it. No offense, Moops.
What's going on?
Exactly. How easily my point is made.
Because I'm just looking at chat.
Mhm.
No, I was talking trash about Smash being a party game again, and how people who play Smash and shit on other fighting games, their brains are too small to be able to keep up.
Yeah, like fuck the dudes that think, like fuck the dudes that are like, oh, okay, like Smash or shouldn't be in because it's a party game and like fucking blah blah blah. Like it's got its place in fighting games.
Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. Smash is so high because Melee's not there. I said it, damn it.
I joined you.
If it wasn't for that, it wouldn't be this that damn high.
The rent is too damn high.
That's probably definitely true. At the same time, I want to be able to look down on Smash players because up here it smells like Old Spice.
Yo, did you see the JDCR thing about that?
Yes, I did.
I haven't.
Oh my god.
TLDR, JDCR Toyota tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, yo, this was really tiring and I had a lot of fun. Take showers. Please take a shower. Please.
And then like a couple of people were like, oh, he must be talking about Tekken players. No, Tekken wasn't there.
Man. Tekken wasn't there?
No, it was clearly like a Smash and other kind of thing.
Damn.
That's why I was laughing so hard, like, oh god.
That's the sad thing, though. Is like I've heard that about Smash players a lot.
I've been hearing it about Smash players ever since I got into the FGC.
Absolutely, like I still hear it constantly. The Smash, like if you look at Wednesday night fights, they literally tell you the Smash corner is just smells.
Smells corner.
Like it's just. Like you literally have other Smash players literally be like, hey, you were able to buy your way here. You can buy a pack of soap or something.
Like, yo, convention hosts legit started putting like deodorant and other body cleaning things in vending machines, bro.
Shit.
Like, I forgot who said it, but there was this tweet that came out that literally said that they DQ'd themselves because the part of the person smelled so bad.
God damn, it's like fighting it's like the smelly fighter from Dragon Ball.
Oh, man. But,
Who, by the way, he's gonna be the next DLC character.
It might as well be. At least it's not another Goku. But I personally think Tekken 7 should be the last game.
Given the recent controversies with Smash, and given the fact that Ono's been stupidly quiet with Street Fighter, I would not be opposed to it.
You know, this is not me saying I hate Street Fighter. I know somebody's gonna say that. Street Fighter's fine.
I'll say it. I'll say it.
I didn't. Eddie does not speak for me.
I shouldn't speak for you. I'm not your fucking employer.
I'm just saying this now. Street Fighter's fine.
Street Fighter's not fine.
I knew it, Rowdy. You bastard. But, I think that was it for Tekken, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Essentially.
So, on to the very game, Street Fighter. So finally, Ono's gonna well, we're suspecting something's coming at Evo. They did say August.
Right. By finally means he hates it.
It's fine. It slowly means I want it to burn in hell. I'm kind of wondering what that's going to be, though. Because we're nearing that endpoint of the support that they
Yeah.
promised. Uh, and I almost want to say it's not going to be like another, like what, 8 characters? Is that the amount they tend to do?
No, the standard is 6.
6. All right. Yeah, because it's like a character every 2 months, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think it's going to be 6, unless they do it every month. I think it's going to be maybe 3 to 4 more characters, maybe, and a couple stages. That's what I think it's going to be, and maybe a new story mode because it's taking so long. But that's my guess. What do you think?
Because I basically had like 2 guesses because I had this conversation earlier at work today. Which is essentially like, if it's gonna be like the last year of support, it has to be like something huge to make it worth the wait.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it like I can tell you, dude, fucking like Street Fighter 5 next year at Evo would drop all the way down to like number 9 if it's something that low. So because it's like it's that it's like like more than half a year of just flat out silence, and then only to be told like, oh yeah, by the way, you're barely getting shit. Like that's almost like Fallout 76 dangerous.
But the only reason I do say something like that is just because we're at that point.
Because it's almost 2020 when they said they would stop support. Because the two possibilities that I was considering, if they were hard at work on the game, would be like they gotta go way overboard on the content. So it would have to be like more skills, more supers. I don't know about like so much triggers since they've already got doubles, but I mean, some could make the argument that like, sure, why not a third one? More characters, but like closer to like 8 or 10. More stages, more character. More
super
like
overboard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though, because like that's usually the thing about it is like there has to be a reason why they were so quiet about all this shit. And some people might say, well, yeah, like you were saying, that's super overboard. But the problem was like you were playing with fire when you decided not to say anything to anybody. Because even like when they announced Arcade Edition, they still were releasing characters and content. When Arcade Edition came out, they still managed to put out the trailer, and they were saying like, oh yeah, you're gonna get Sagat, you're gonna get G, you're gonna get Falk, you're gonna get like Blanca and Sakura and like all these characters, like, and without breaking flow. If they had to break flow, they have to do something big with it.
And the only problem I have with that is that for something that big, it would have to be like almost a brand new game, almost.
And that's also another consideration that I had, which some people have been saying, it could possibly just be like the announcement of Street Fighter 6, and honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Because it would have to be like a lot of brand new from the ground up content. And the advantages to there being a Street Fighter 6 would be that they can get a chance to make up for a lot of the mistakes that they had for like Street Fighter 5 at launch. Because the thing is that for Street Fighter 5 at its current point is easily 10 times better than when it was at launch.
Oh, that's not even like that hard to say.
Yeah. The unfortunate thing is that they did, because of that launch, the game was dragged down a little bit. But like the game at its core is really good. The thing is though that because and like I think everyone appreciates the whole, well, we're going to be doing updates as seasons instead of you having to buy an entirely brand new game. And the fact that there's actually people out there that have been able to go out and get every single character without paying a single cent is something that's a really good move. But I guess the best way to put it is they built up a lot of goodwill based off of the mistakes that they started off with, and they're seriously playing with fire with the way that they're handling things now.
Mm-hmm.
So, at the end of the day, all this, whatever is going to get announced next month, better be worth it, because otherwise, this game is going to just burn down the. It might seriously hurt any possible future fighting games from Capcom, if it's definitely not worth it, or something as low as just 3 or 4 characters.
Mm-hmm.
I see your point. I think the only reason why that might come off as just a little bit harsh was just because Ono was in the hospital. And I get it, he's been out long enough, so it's like, yo, where the fuck is our shit? It's like when Brian was trying to avoid paying back Stewie. It's like, all right, I understand you need some time now, but hey, bro, starting to get a little impatient here.
Well, because that's and yeah, there's truth to that. The problem is that it's the FGC is relentless, and I've made that whole wheelchair analogy or a hypothetical before.
Mm-hmm.
But it's I think part of the reason why it's a lot faster or it's a lot more possible to be able to say these things is because they didn't tell us anything until what was it, last month or something. Something super recent in comparison to the whole time span of since they released Kage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's because I've said before, if they had been making these teases since March, my expectations would have been a lot more controlled and tempered. But because they chose to to pull this move, patience and a lot and patience has gone down. Expectations or reasons to have expectations higher up have increased, and there's a world where they play this off better. It's just not this world.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, already.
Heart-tempered Mrmoopsy. I don't know. It's a weird area they're in. Plus, I do want a slight fight back on that Ono thing, because isn't the other guy supposed to be taking care of stuff?
He was announced sometime around I want to say November.
Yeah. So shouldn't he be in full swing by now?
Especially at this point, yeah. Because I have also theorized maybe Ono's having problems with transitioning, maybe he doesn't want to leave or something like that.
Which is possible.
It's possible, but at the same time, congratulations, your fucking baby's also getting ruined because of your stupid bullshit. If he's doing that.
Yeah. It's a very weird thing, Street Fighter V.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty much always has been.
Yeah. Well, because they were getting into a nice flow in season 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is though that, I've said, if this season wasn't handled the way that it was, it has been, just super dead quiet or anything like that. If it was a standard season, I don't think anybody would have really been complaining. And the only the most complaints they would have got would have been character selection.
Mm-hmm.
If it was any standard season, I think everybody in general would have just been fine with that. But because they decided to pull this move, it's thrown everything out of whack.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I don't know. Street Fighter V is going to be interesting to watch. Though,
yeah.
I will say it's going to be interesting, this probably being the first year, it's not going to be the last game.
And if I'm perfectly honest, I'm fine with it not being the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Because they didn't even give us a mid-season balance patch.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't deserve it. It doesn't. It no longer deserves to be the last game on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, I think that was it for Street Fighter V. I think.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want it to come harsh, or I mean, of course it's gonna sound harsh, but that's just me being real, and this is coming from someone that weekly streams Street Fighter V.
You are our podcast Street Fighter player.
Yep.
Right. And like, because I would also say that my feelings are probably still a lot more tamed compared to like a shit ton of people online.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's an understatement. Have you seen online?
Yeah, seriously. Because like the stuff that Eddie said for like about Ono being in the hospital, like people would fucking be like, so what?
But that's exactly that's the one thing that I would soften up on. That's it. Like it's not like everyone is in perfect health, especially in Japan where people are dying from overworking themselves to the literal bone. People dying in their cars and shit.
Knock knock, Super Smash.
Yeah, but that's exactly my point. So it's like if these people are getting sick, the least we can do is just like, you know what, take your fucking time. But I know how people are.
Yeah, like because like the take your fucking time. That's the standard human thing.
Yeah.
The give me my content now, you faggots, is like the FGC thing, online FGC.
There
Scrub.
you go. Scrub mentality.
The
Yeah.
new age FGC scrub shit, online
New
scrub
age
shit.
bitches.
Yeah.
Right.
They were never told to hold that before.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, it's like I still hope to see Ono. I still hope to get his autograph and get him to sign my fucking copy of Street Fighter 5. All that stuff. I still love the game. It's just this is a way mishandled season.
It's not like you're fanboying. It's like we're talking about fighting games. We'll get to what I want to say later. Next game.
Alrighty. Soul Calibur.
This game is worse than Street Fighter 5. Yeah, I see it.
And I have to honestly disagree with him. I'd say they're about even. But then again,
oh my god, that's not better.
see, and that's the thing. I want people to know that he's the Street Fighter guy, Mrmoopsy is. I'm the Soul Calibur person.
Then what the hell am I?
You're the Mortal Kombat guy.
I wouldn't even really call myself a Mortal Kombat guy.
You're making guides.
Okay. You're not making guides. You want to call yourself the Soul Calibur guy now, nigga?
Yeah, because I'm the only one here who plays it. Really
right.
anymore.
Okay.
I'm going to the tournament for it.
Okay.
What do y'all do, niggas? Hold on,
Okay,
I gotta get real close over here, niggas.
Okay, you know what? Fair point. I went to a tournament for Mortal Kombat. Fair enough.
You went to a tournament. You're doing bids for it. You're going to be doing things like you've been doing for Tekken 7. That makes you a Mortal Kombat guy.
Can I be a Tekken and a Mortal Kombat guy?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I honestly thought y'all was gonna say no. Fuck you, guys.
I mean, I'm
really
double dipping too.
I really wanted it for the views. I really did.
Not this time.
I wanted to get that Hulk Hogan leg drop. No, nigga.
Like, no, Eddie. We're getting the views for the core values moment.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, so all right, cool. So I had my moment of the podcast already. Where's you guys' moment at?
Well, I had Smash, so there's that.
that was a slide. That was a snide comment. You didn't have a full-on rant.
I turned the podcast around. Both of y'all niggas said yes until I came into the building and shot my shot like Aaron Black over here.
All right, cool. Fair enough.
And then Mrmoopsy had his rant, so there's that. Yeah. We win.
Always handicapped.
I mean, hell, friggin' Rowdy was kind of having a moment too with Blaze Blue.
Yeah.
Always outnumbered here.
No, when it comes to Caliber, there's some things I know, so I can't say anything about it. But
why do you keep saying this in my
He's just like, you're tempting me too much.
I am so compelled. Like, what do you know? Tell me after the podcast. That's my holy
Give him
fucking
truth
what,
serum.
what do you know?
All right.
That you've been saying shit like this for months, and that's like it's eating away at me.
I will.
Damn.
But
Even when Jess knew shit about Monster Hunter, I didn't get that fucking testy.
But when it comes to this game, it's been a very long road. But at the same time, like I always say, you kind of have to slightly expect that thing with the budget it had. Like to the point that I've always I said this earlier, like a couple podcasts ago, but Bandai themselves didn't even believe in this game. And it wasn't, if it wasn't for the fact that Kubo was like, just give it to me, I'll do my best, this game wouldn't exist.
Right.
So I am one of those where I'm happy it's even existing.
And you're just happy that it's here.
Yeah. Does it have issues? Absolutely. I'm not gonna be like, no, it's fine, guys. Like, no. But I do feel like the community, as of right now, not like after like a couple months ago, but like as of right now, is starting to finally learn to grow.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to really nurture itself, really. And
It's more than just French people now.
Really?
No. The problem isn't the French people. The problem is that, unfortunately, for the reputation of Soul Calibur, it has always been seen as that game that you can create your custom waifu in.
It's exactly. And honestly, as much as I love the game, I blame Soul Calibur 3 for that.
Yeah, what made Soul Calibur stand out wasn't its gameplay; it was its customization.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, like it's the thing that makes people look at it, and it's honestly what's keeping people away from playing it and taking it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, I forgot who was the tournament player that was talking about this stuff, but I remember he had a rant about like customizable characters being an issue. It's been a while. I don't know if you might remember Jess. He kind of looked like Smooth McGroove. But anyway,
Jeez.
that's what I mostly remember about him.
It could be a number of them, this one, but it also could be one that I'm thinking of that really tried to split the community apart just recently, but I'm not going to say that name.
I don't think he was. No, this wasn't a recent thing.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, because I remember one of his big issues was like he was ranting about like, oh, I want to enter a tournament, and he for some reason thought that like custom characters were going to be like a playable at tournaments, when that is like it was a total non-issue.
That just sounds dumb.
This happened a while back. I cannot for the life of me remember who it was.
I'm sure I should know this too because that sounds familiar, but even just listening to it now, like how? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, because he was talking about like something where like, oh, the guy can build like a tiny Astaroth, and because of like his huge power but his tiny size, I can never hit him, and so that's an issue, and like all that stuff. Like I think he said he avoids online.
Now that makes sense. Granted, it's not much like that anymore.
I expected that. I experienced that firsthand. Somebody making a really small Azeroth. It's like, haha, bitch, you can't even touch me. Now eat this. Hold this katana in your forehead, son.
Like,
lethal hit.
The thing that a lot of like newer players don't understand, that's actually a weakness to the person who made that. Because if you run into somebody who knows what they're doing, you just fucked yourself. Because if you make them too big, you don't do much. You don't do that much damage. But if you make yourself too small, you just fucked your range, and you can't do combos right.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think because it's like that online mentality. It's like those same exact people who only go into practice mode to just do combos. Are the exact same people who make a small character and think, "Ha, I can fuck somebody over with this shit," and then not even thinking about, "Oh wait, no, this just fucked me over." Oh no.
doing the same combos. Like, why isn't this working anymore? I wonder
Hmm.
why.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
Hmm.
as I've basically like learned more of the community, because honestly, when you have to think of this community, it's still fairly new because the last game didn't come out for like years.
Over a decade,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, like over a decade.
Hmm.
So it's still super fresh, really. Like social media and all this stuff was not
Hmm.
there at the time. So
Fair enough.
everything is just being learned. It's just going on as we go. And this is why I say, as of around now, we're finally learning to grow. We're finally learning to like help each other in the right ways instead of basically saying "fuck you," except for one other person. Once again, not saying their name.
Hmm.
Um, but I think because of that, that as of right now, yeah, it deserves its spot where it is at number 8. Almost, and this is from the fanboy, mind you. I almost think it deserves even lower than that.
You think it? I honestly think at this point, as it stands right now, Soul Calibur should be the lowest game on the list.
Mm. So, and literally, the fact that it's not the lowest should say something.
I mean, I'm glad it's doing well, and I would wholeheartedly support this like franchise if I didn't already have like 3 others under my belt.
Mm. Which is a whole other thing in itself. So many good fighting games.
Yeah.
But I do think as it grows, like it is now, it's going to be a lot better come next year. A
The
lot of
only
things. Well, go ahead.
the only issue that I think Soul Calibur really has to face is like making sure that it retains people's attention.
Mm.
And like, so like right now, I think the first season should be finishing up, like, right?
Yes, we are getting to the end.
Yeah. So I really think, because like what season 2 really needs to do is it has to really be the moment where they make a big splash.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that's definitely one thing that would help the game have like legs and like decent longevity and all that stuff. Like imagine, for example, for like season 2, they announced that like, oh, we're bringing back Link or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like people would lose their shit. They need like a strong power move to start season 2, and then I think they've got like a good lock for increasing their popularity.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Also Nerf as well. But
At this point, halfway get rid of them.
now, honestly, and it's gonna come as a shock. At this point, I'm okay using the game.
I mean, I
just
kind of
need-
like half meant that, but
It just needs a slight nerf in some areas, specifically that muscle buster. But there's another.
That shit's unseeable.
Exactly, it's literally a hell sweep.
Like on top of it being a hell sweep,
mm,
in practicality,
mm,
he had the very nature of his weapon covers him up.
mm-hmm.
So it's just like it's like those. It's like, oh man, do I want to use a derogatory term?
it stopped you before.
It's never stopped me before. You're absolutely right. I should just go for it. It's like those faggots that play Tekken with the fucking shield.
Well, I didn't see that coming.
I kind of did.
But
It was like a
shield?
50-50 for me.
It's exactly like those people who use the shield and they use it to cover up what arm they use for grabs.
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
So it's just like they're over here trying to grab you, and the only thing that comes to your mind is blinded by the light. And it's like great. Now I have to guess now.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that was just recently, wasn't it?
No, they was doing that since Tag 2.
Really? I guess I never
Oh.
just ran across it.
No, we were like us. We were too low.
Mm.
People were doing that shit in like mid to high level.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and like now, those people are like season 2 Gimbu still getting blown up by somebody who knows what blocking is.
Ooh,
but
I got some
whatever.
controversial things to say about that.
Are you a Gimbu?
No, but
Shut the fuck up.
I got some super controversial things to say about the whole ranking system.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's why I said what I said, because it's controversial. Views, brother, views.
I mean, I can say it right now. Like, honestly, this whole inflation thing, I'm gonna come out and say right now, I think it's bullshit.
You take
Not
that
me.
back.
I honestly, and here's the reason why. I've been watching a lot of Tekken streams of quote higher players, right, in red ranks and whatnot,
Yep.
and they all run across the same problem. They either can't find anyone, or the same person. That shouldn't be a problem if there's an inflation.
You should be able to find more than the same 4 people if everybody's ranking up.
Mm-hmm. And it gets only higher as the thing goes along. So if there's this so-called inflation, why is it that there's so many green still? There's literally, like, there was a data literally just recently came out that the green is the most populated of all Tekken in rank system. And once it gets to warrior, it's like 100 and something people are warrior. So and so are this amount of ranks. That shouldn't be possible if there's an inflation.
Now, this is a bullshit argument, right? I know it's bullshit. I know you can prove this wrong. I just want to say it for the lulz. They inflated from light blue ranks.
Oh shit!
I just wanted to let you know I didn't mean that seriously at all as I was saying that.
Oh gosh! Just for anybody who doesn't know, the light blue ranks are like right below green. Oh man! But like, I've been looking really hard at this because every time somebody's like it's inflated, these people aren't that good. First of all, you shouldn't be saying that anyway, and that's why there's a division in the first place of people who don't want to come to Tekken because people like you saying you're not good even though you've reached this unranked. Fuck you. They work for that. Give them their props.
Wait, hold on. You ranted there. You kind of got a little unintelligible there. Say that again.
Oh, I was saying that first off, like, there's so many people who's like it's inflated so that these people don't deserve their ranks or whatever, and they're not good or anything. To which I say, fuck you. They work for that, and you need to go off somewhere because you're literally the reason why people don't like coming to the Tekken in the first place.
The game is already hard enough. You mean to tell me that my hard work won't be respected in a 100% completely serious thing? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like, that's what I was just saying. Like, fuck you for even saying that.
Oh yeah.
But it's just like, on the other hand, it's just like, you keep saying this, but I feel like you have no proof of this. Other than, like, the basic things which you've seen. Which, I will say, maybe the ranking system needs to be changed a little bit for what it is. But it's not enough to say that there's an inflation when there's so much evidence saying there's not. And that's like my whole controversial rant about that. Back to Soul Calibur.
Oh yeah, back to Soul Calibur. Yes.
Pretty much probably Cassandra's going to be there. Since she was already kind of leaked like months back. And then probably like a new stage or something and whatnot. And then that would be good. I think it's a Saturday game. So that should be fun to watch when I'm there.
Prime time.
But yeah, I think that's all I really have for Calibur. Y'all have anything?
I feel like the game is an uphill battle because of reversal edges. And that goes against what I thought about it at first. Because I originally said that because reversal edge is a universal mechanic, it's balanced. But it's taking away from even playing Soul Calibur sometimes because people can just win around just by doing that. I mean, like, I mean, you can obviously bait it out. I
Yeah,
have
I
the
was
best
gonna
character.
say.
I mean, I have the best character to beat that,
Mm,
but that doesn't change it from a fundamental standpoint. And like fundamentally, it just takes away from that.
mm. I am actually on the opposite side. I think it's just fine as far as mechanics go. And like you said, you
Mm-hmm.
can bait it out, and then a lot of times you can make a read on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, this person's gonna do this, and breakable thing.
Yep,
I'm tired.
We're all tired.
we're all tired.
But yeah, break attack, and then you've got like a huge amount of damage there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only thing that I tend to agree with when people bring up what's wrong with it is that it does slow down the match drastically.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I feel like backdashing could slow it down too.
which you can.
It can, yeah. But it's like it kills momentum. Yeah, sure.
Mm.
But I feel like there's not enough risk, even with the baiting. There's not enough risk that's made into doing that.
Maybe over
And
there in
see-
Japan, Rowdy.
Yeah, fuck you, Roddy. You wonder why we bully you. No, but like because like say, for example, here's a thing with Sungmina, a character I'm using right now. If the person does a reversal edge and hits me, then they can still win it and get the damage, but they get the meter, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I bait that out and hit them with a break attack, I can automatically get up to 90 damage.
90% health bar damage or actual 90 damage.
90 damage, which is about 70%.
Right. Yeah, because like most health bars in 3Ds are like 150 or something.
Yeah, so that's actually quite risky. Because if you do the guess and I make the right guess, you just lost a shit ton of damage, like health.
Mm-hmm. I feel like guessing in a situation like that it's just too stupid to me.
Mm.
And it's all guessing, right?
I mean, that's the nature of
But-
fighting games.
That's the nature of fighting games in and of itself. But when it comes to reversal edges, I feel like I'm being punished for taking the initiative and taking the lead.
How so?
Only because I can have the lead on somebody,
Mhm.
and they put me into a situation where I have to guess, and I guess wrong, and then some bullshit happens, and then now I'm being on the defensive, all because of just one little guess.
But see, what if you do? What if you? Nah.
He's trying to tell me something.
But see, what if you see the reversal edge and then you do your own reversal edge, and now you put them on there?
Fair enough.
Like, there's so many options against reversal edge that I feel like it's not that big of an issue to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it was just like the one option of like you have to break the thing, that's a problem. And it's just like, okay, that's stupid. But since I can literally sidestep it, I can not guard it. Well, technically you could if they don't fully charge it.
Could you duck a horizontal option?
There is with horizontal options you can duck them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like there's so many options that I feel like it's not a problem as much as you would think.
I'm thinking like on the opposite side of it. I think that because there's too many options, it's just so hard. It's just so hard to guess right because it's not like a 50-50. It's like a 15-15-15-15-15.
Which I can kind of see that. I guess it's just because
That's-
you with the
that was-
15-15-15 versus the other way. I think
Yeah.
is why I don't see the problem.
Yeah. Oh, see, because you're thinking about it as what if I do it, and I'm thinking about well, what if it happens to me? Now I have to.
No,
Now
like
I have to.
okay, hold on. Let me see if I'm on with you. So you're thinking of you're getting reversal edge, not you doing the reversal edge.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so if you're getting reversal edge, you have so many options to beat that reversal edge before it hits you. That's why I'm thinking.
Not. It depends on if I'm seeing it or not. If I see it, of course I saw it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if I get put into a situation where I have to get hit by it because
And see, I feel like there's no
I'm on
real situation for that. Because
that.
if you don't make the right choice, yeah, you got hit by it. But I feel like there's
Mhm.
always an option to not get hit by it.
I'm also thinking about what if I do a frame trap, right? And it's supposed to hit no matter what, but they do reversal edge. They unga bunga themselves into a reversal edge, and now I'm put into the 15s.
So you have sidestep, you have your own reversal edge, you have, if it's a horizontal, you can duck, and there's a whole other thing you can do I can't think of right now.
Those are the 15s.
Yeah, that's what I think about it. Like, I have all these things because you've given me the advantage to do so. That's the way I'm thinking about it.
Damn, you can't even grab a reversal edge. That's stupid. I just thought about that. You can't.
Well, no. And honestly, that's kind of like going to be the weakest thing to do there, too, really, if you think about it. But no, that's just the way I see it. Is that you're reversal edging. I have a lot of options against this.
That not everybody holds their reversal edge for max. For max amount of time.
No, that's just the way I thought. Mrmoopsy, chime in, damn you! You play the game, you nightmare bitch.
Like any complaints I've had about the game prior to this moment, I've already said. Anything like I've got to add is just kind of like, yeah, nerf Aswell, and everything else I'm just like, this is fine.
Yeah, nerf Aswell.
Nerf Aswell. That son of a bitch.
I think I gotta say nerf Geralt too, because he's been winning shit.
Not
like Aswell. Not even close.
not as unfairly, yeah.
Okay, so all right, so I'm sorry, Moves. Okay, so what about Ivy? You know how to beat Ivy. Jazz. Do you still think she should be nerfed?
Are you asking me or Moopsy? Because you said Moopsy first.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that she should be nerfed, but probably not as heavily as you think.
I want her to be weak I want her to be weak outside of the ring. Oh, bro, I hate stuttering so fucking much.
The thing is, I wasn't even a problem with stuttering.
I'm thinking too far ahead.
Like, I was fine with the stutter. It's just when you hit the table, it's like, what?
No, that's just me being angry at myself. Because I'm talking about
a lot, Rowdy.
No, because like when you think about Ivy, you think the few things that come to my mind is enslave, you're a prisoner to the thorns, her being better than me at every range in them tits, right? Like those are the things that come to my mind.
He'll give you a whole hour lesson about that.
But see, I'd listen to it if I wanted to play the game.
And see, that's the problem right there.
You gotta understand, I haven't played this game online. I don't count the sessions that I have with Moops. I haven't played this game in a while, and I'm still annoyed.
Which is fine, but that's what I say. Like, if you tell Boom that, he'll literally tell you the things you need to beat this character.
Right.
But see, the thing is that you don't want to. So is that really a problem with the game, or is it a problem with
me? And the answer to your question is yes.
All right.
Problem solved. Am I right?
High five all around.
Open and shut case, Johnson. But that's the biggest problem that I'm having, is that I've lost the desire to want to be good at this game, and the reason that I lost it is because I don't play with my friends anymore.
You can still play with me.
None besides you, and Move sometimes. But outside of you two, I have several more friends that play other games than Soul Calibur. And that's
So
what's
we're not
that's,
important enough, Moopsy. High five! Yeah!
You were never important enough. Yeah, that's right.
And that's why you fucked up earlier.
You have a wait. Hold on. Moops.
So,
Jazz has a girlfriend. He doesn't represent our core values.
exactly.
Why wouldn't
So,
I represent your core
fuck
values?
Fuck
Do you have
yes.
female companionship?
Isn't that part of the core values?
No, it's not. You know, it is a part of our core values. Buying Belle Delphine's bathwater.
But that's female. You have to do what?
I'm kind of hungry, so I'm just agreeing with everything right now.
Like, I stopped making sense a long time ago. Why are you rationalizing this?
Fair enough. On to
You
Mortal
should've
Kombat.
You should have known from the point that I said core values that some bullshit's about to come out of my mouth.
But Mortal Kombat, Eddie, the Mortal Kombat guy. What do you think?
Yo, Mortal Kombat is doing well for itself.
Hmm.
I still dislike that crouch guarding can get you grabbed.
That's such a stupid mechanic.
It's so gay, but you know what it is?
Hmm.
I think they did that deliberately because there are a lot of. Did you know that grabs are high?
Uh-huh.
Did you know that a lot of moves, if you don't crouch guard, you can beat out?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. It's like this game makes you want to. I think this game is made around you taking risks for rewards.
But see, and then another problem I have with that crouch guarding thing is the same reason I have a problem with if you hold the block button, you can't break grabs.
Yeah, that's
what?
also
Excuse me?
that is really fucking dumb to me. So it's like it hurts me. It definitely does hurt me. I'd go as far as to say with the tools that this game has, it would probably be objectively on paper the best fighting game out if it wasn't for that. And that's because you know shit. The game does the frame data for you. You don't have to go through everything. You know punishes in game. You know counter hits in games. You know teching in game. You know everything that's happening to you in game. But if you crouch guard, you can still get grabbed and you can't tech it. And if I feel like in a game that's based around neutral, that's really fucking important.
Especially since you don't know what grab they're doing.
Yeah, especially there's no clear way to tell. Like it's like a true guessing game.
Although I will fight slightly on that whole best fighting game out on paper.
All right. What you got, homie?
The balancing of the characters.
Okay. All right. You make a very strong point, but here's where you're wrong. There's scarlet porn on the internet. You should check it out.
You got you below the belt.
That was such a low blow. I deserve all of that.
I'm just trying to be a part of the Cage family, that's all.
Speaking of which, there's one problem I have with this game.
Yeah, what's up?
And that's the fact that I cannot get that scarlet Russian skin.
Oh, okay. The Russian skin. Damn, there was a giveaway for it. I tried to enter it, and if I won it, I'd have given it to you.
I want that skin is so good.
I'm trying to eat ass so I can get this skin for you.
No,
I'm willing.
You trying to do Bronson?
Yeah, except for the fact that people will actually like me.
Fair enough. Oh man,
I think Bronson was drunk as shit at that tournament.
Oh, absolutely.
Like that dude was fucking hammered. He was like in the middle of a game. Yo, which one of you sons of bitches took my stick? Like,
God damn it. That's why I want to go to Strong Salad. Everybody just seems chill as shit.
It's like Anakin was there on serious business because he wiped an entire team.
Everybody's just like, I don't give a fuck. Nobody's paying me really right now. I say whatever I want.
It's like Anakin was just like, yo, offline tech and I'm there.
Like somebody called Speed Kicks the Jaden Smith of Tekken.
I saw that too. And it makes sense.
It's so accurate. Oh man. No. So Eddie, which character do you think is gonna win Mortal Kombat? Out of the 5 we know we're gonna be.
Honestly, so long as it is not Aaron Black, I feel like I'm cool with it.
You know,
I feel like Gears could take it. Sonya Blade could take it. But I don't really care so long as it isn't Aaron Black.
you know the funny thing is,
What's up?
I think he's still hella strong. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's as strong as we all thought he was.
No, he's truly a terror in neutral, and but that's what makes him a problem. He's a problem in neutral because he has access to everything. He has access to every type of attack in neutral. Not every character.
He kind of has the power of memes on his side.
That too. Fucking slide.
And it's like I can beat a shitty Aaron Black player, but it's like a constant uphill fight, no matter who you are. Even as Aaron Black, fighting Aaron Black is an uphill battle.
Yeah, I mean, literally, he has 2 moves that any scrub can do, and it will fuck you up because it's a guessing game.
Yeah, like not every because like Sonya has. Oh wait, no. Aaron Black has a safe version of every hit in neutral. Sonya Blade has to take a risk. You do like that back 1-2-4 combo. That shit's negative. You can grab that shit. You can combo that shit yourself if you could. That's just the shit that you find out. And if you're blocking that too much, you're just gonna do the low and then do the low sweep on you. Oh, look at that! Blow that shit up.
Yep. Like literally.
Aaron Black, forward 4. And I blocked it. But then he can just meter burn to shoot you in the leg. Safe.
It's like anybody can do that.
Yeah. Like any fucking moron can do that. Any Dazzling level player can do shit like that. Any rowdy level player can do shit like that.
Dang.
Damn, not like this.
Precisely like this.
Well, he did call you a bitch earlier, so it was
exactly. Exactly. Even, especially when I didn't even do nothing to him this time.
It is a response.
I just said that his anime waifu game isn't exactly the best because it isn't popular. Oh, you're a fucking bitch! Oh my god! Like, man, is this what it's like to be right? Holy shit! What a change!
No, I'm hoping that there's not another big pop off like there was the CEO.
Oh, you mean that one dude who ran up on Scar?
Yeah, like
he took it a little too far.
Yeah,
I need to rewatch that clip because I feel like I've heard about this, but I have like no memory of it right now.
Yeah,
some dude barely won against Scar and decided to want to pop off in his face. Apparently because of some slight beef.
Yeah, like he was saying, Scar was saying something about something on Twitter, and the other guy was just like all up in the lines, just like going at him about saying you're wrong or whatever like that. And Scar was just like, "Hey, get the fuck off my timeline, dude."
Yeah.
Like, yo, go home.
Yeah. And now he just took that to heart. So when he beat Scar, he was just like, "Yeah, like a fucking animal and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here."
Couldn't be me. I'd have to pull off the ultimate power move, bro.
Honestly, like, he better, like, Scar said he wasn't going to swing it on, I believe on him. But literally, you do that and, like, say, let's just say Kit down here. And when it was in Memphis, yo ass is grass. I'm sorry. Had
it, like Scar said he could have.
Oh, he definitely could have. I guarantee you, a lesser man would have.
Yeah, but he's just like, you know what? You ain't worth ruining my future. Yep, exact the moon, no. But like, had it been anybody else, he probably would have had his mouth wired shut.
Oh,
Honestly.
absolutely.
Honestly, like a non-sponsored player. Yo,
Mm.
you know that grin and bear it variation with Jax with the overhead punches? That shit. Crushing blow.
Fuck that. He would have did the full fatal blow.
No, anyway, back to my power move, right? Yo, told you, I'm telling you right now, I'd have just kissed him on the lips right there. Are you still gonna be angry?
And then you hear like representative, you'll never see it come.
like that's how you truly mix somebody up right there.
Bet you'll never do it again.
Yeah. Like, yeah, run up on me, nigga, get smooch, nigga. It's 2019.
Wasn't it Pride Month that day?
Oh, that would have been so great during Pride Month. Somebody just get in the face, just like, all right, Pride Month, just mwah, boom. There you go. Hold that.
Oh shit! That would have been perfect.
I think that's my second best moment on this podcast alone, right there.
And fucking Roddy's just kind of like, what did I just come back to?
Like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is this?
No. So, I guess we can talk about like what's probably going to be announced there, but I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be like a CGI trailer that's been teased all this time.
CGI trailer for like Nightwolf and Sindel, probably.
Yeah.
All right, gonna say it now. Sindel can sit on my face, ride that shit. Move over, Daria. I have a new target now.
I mean, if Daria is like any of the other gays that worship her, she'd probably be like, "Yes, queen."
Ignoring her, it's just like, yes, finally he's moved on. Finally.
Oh man,
It's okay. She still loves me.
No, I do wonder though if they're gonna show all the characters, because I mean,
I think like if I'm perfectly honest, I feel like they would have like because if I remember correctly, there was that trailer for Kitana versus Scorpion. I feel that what they're gonna do is a similar concept with Nightwolf versus Sindel, and then like last minute they're gonna like out of the shadows on VO spawn.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I feel like it's going to be bigger than just those two. Because, I mean, technically we see what they look like kind of right now in the screenshot.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I feel like to give the real big punch, it's probably going to be like, here is Spawn. Even though there is a leaked picture out right now showing Spawn. But we're not going to talk about that.
I really do not want the Terminator in the game, Rowdy. I really don't.
After E3, I kind of don't want him either.
He's in fucking everything now.
That's the problem.
It's not like it's not that. I just don't care about the Terminator.
I'm indifferent. Even though, like, I feel like he wouldn't add much to the game.
I feel like at his best, he could be like Lobo done right for Injustice.
Yeah, I can see that.
I imagine this is how people felt about Noctis, except like 30 times worse, because it's just such a punch down name. It's like how some haters were hating on Smash because they got Cloud, and it's like, oh no, not my favorite.
Yeah.
They pick him up like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, they pick him up just like, look, man.
You want more cute girls, to be honest? You know, they're doing the exact opposite almost with Soul Calibur. They've done one girl and the rest are guys.
You cut off, what'd you say?
No, I was saying they're doing the exact opposite of Soul Calibur, where they're doing one girl and the rest are guys.
Ah.
It's interesting, because like Sindel's the only chick, and the rest is like Shang Tsung, Spawn, Nightwolf, whoever chainsaw person dude is this point. It could be
The theory of Ash.
yeah, Ash Doom guy. Who the fuck knows anymore? And Terminator. Which I guess would he be considered a guy? It's technically just a robot. Whatever. Fuck it.
He was a guy first, but now he's transhuman
Fair enough.
or trans robotics. I don't know.
I feel like people would be okay with Terminator if it was actually.
I just want Serena.
Serena. Ha, yeah, good luck with that.
It's so funny. Like, she was probably the like right up there with Melina. So rip Melina fans and rip Serena fans.
It's just that the Melina fan girls have the bigger mouths.
Knee slap.
I will be here all weekend.
Serena, no! God damn you, Rat.
Yo, somebody eat this man for me, please.
I'm just imagining him in a tennis racket and then projectiles a tennis ball.
She just does the motion and a green ball comes out like freaking Johnny Cage.
God damn it. Oh, man. No, okay, now I'm just thinking of that now. I do, like, well, say it again, I do think this should have been a Sunday game, but it's Saturday night, so it's still good. And I think that was it for Mortal Kombat for the most part, because, I mean, we already technically know what the DLC is, so there's no real prediction there.
Yeah.
So, off to Samurai Shodown. I guess, I mean, we already know the DLC characters are for this one too.
Yeah, they've announced that, and like it's a relatively new game, so the only thing we can see is like let's see what's like mostly abused, and that's about it, really.
The fuck, Venom? I'm about to yeet this man. What was I gonna say about Sam Show? I mean, other than its big numbers, so hooray there. So it's clearly over 1,000 if it's past UNES. Which is in birth, if you don't wonder what that is.
Yeah.
I wonder how many Genjiros are going to be in, like, top 8.
Unfortunately, plenty.
I know they're not going to win, because Justin Wong's just going to lame them all out. But,
like whoever knows how to like the real hard counter to Genjiro is gonna be like the champion of Evo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like I think he's using Tam Tam.
Of course he is.
But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. Although I think people are sleeping on Yuko. I think that's his name. Because he's literally go ahead.
Because I was just gonna ask like the 7 sword dude or.
No, that's Yoshira. Whatever. Jesus Christ. What is that noise?
Eddie.
Some people were sending me shit on Snapchat.
Nah.
It was a big anime titty, so you could tell how I feel. It wasn't.
No, you deserve that.
Rowdy's asking, Bird Mask Man?
No, that's Tor something.
Torbjorn.
Sure.
Get out of here, Genji man.
Actually, I might have those names switched now that I'm thinking about it. You know who I mean. 7 Swords dude.
Okay, so yeah, because I was thinking the many swords dude, yeah.
Yeah. What were you talking? Damn it, I lost my train of thought.
You said people are sleeping on many swords dude.
Yeah. Oh, no, not him. Blue-haired dude.
The fucking dude that looks like Jin from Samurai Champloo.
Yes, exactly. People are sleeping on this character because he literally has the ability to send any projectile back, and it will be fast enough to hit them. Literally, somebody tested this, which is why I think that's why I was going to the Seven Swords dude. When he gets,
Yukio.
yes, that is correct. But like somebody tested like the Seven Swords guy's like super fireball that you can't jump over, and Yukio can literally send it back and literally it'll hit and do massive damage. So it's like people are sleeping on this character.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, plus he could probably like, lay him out with like all the chops he's got.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, like with predictions, like what you want from me? We know who's coming.
Like, the problem with talking about Sam Show for Evo is it's too new. We've kind of gone over a lot of the stuff that should be brought up in like a review, and like sprinkled in other areas as well.
Uh-huh.
So it's like we've got not much to talk about because we kind of gone over everything.
Exactly. But for the stream, oops, Kabuski. There's that for
This
the
guy-
DLC characters.
This guy reminds me of like a mix of Akuma and Go.
Kazuki.
Yep.
How did I know that was it? Because I almost said Wanfu when you said Akuma because of the beads.
Yeah, but there's no Gohan in there.
Wanfu looks like that type of dude that'll tell you to eat 1,000 deaths, die 1,000 deaths, whatever.
They eat 1,000 deaths. Nice. I want to say that to somebody. Like, fuck you. Eat 1,000 deaths. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, if you didn't get the season pass at this point, I mean, you just didn't want it.
Seriously. Especially not only that, because you didn't even need the game to be able to get the season pass.
Uh-huh.
They made it free
Yep.
for everyone.
Which is also another good thing by SNK there. The community thing and making the season pass free is like, that's awesome.
Yeah, you know what?
like for some reason, SNK games just don't get as much traction as they could.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I feel like Soul Calibur competitively might have done a little bit better if they did something like that. But it's like, well, what was the budget of Samurai Shodown?
Probably a lot more, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
You don't
I
have the
feel
game,
like
though.
I wouldn't
It
be
doesn't
surprised if it was
matter.
less.
Roddy, it didn't matter if you had the game or not. You could just have gotten it.
Yeah. Well, he said he got the pass. He just doesn't have the game.
No, you got the patch inside of the game. You should get the game so we can all play, and I can kill you multiple times.
Yeah.
And make you eat death.
Eat 1,000 deaths.
I want Akuma to say that one day. You eat 1,000 deaths.
I feel like we should turn that into like a chime for one of our streams or something.
That's my alert.
I come bearing bad news, brothers.
Why?
There's someone on Twitter selling e-girl farts in a jar.
Of course they are.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the desperation though.
Ooh.
Not
I got something to say extras about that, by the way.
about e-girl farts in a jar?
Well, no, about that whole trend in general.
Oh, that. Yeah, sure. Let's finish up Samurai Shodown first.
Yeah.
Well, because how are we gonna cut any of the stuff that we've got right now, Jess, or are we gonna keep going, like as is?
Time. Let's see. What do we have? Let's cut the GTA thing, G2A,
Okay.
and move on to the making games easier thing because that's more important.
All right.
Fair enough.
But I think we were done with Shamsha, right?
Basically.
All right. So, next thing is making games easier is it what developers should do. Now, I'm already gonna state this right now because I'm pretty sure a lot of fighting game people, if you watch this, you've probably seen Max's video on this, and I'm probably gonna reiterate a lot of the things he said. So I'm just gonna let that know right now because I'm kind of same minded on that one. But before I say anything, what are y'all's guys' thoughts on it?
What the hell do they even mean? They don't even know what they mean by make games easier. That's too vague. What the fuck do they mean make games easier?
You know, like less combo things,
Less
easier
combos.
inputs, easier mechanics. You know, in general.
Shit. No, not really. I don't think so. Like because it's like there's making games easier in that sense, but then there's also making games easier like Assassin's Creed Origins, where they'll bottleneck your experience gain rate, and then they'll like unnecessarily increase the level requirement to do a particular story mission, forcing you to either buy levels or just grind out for an unnecessary amount of time. If they mean some artificial bullshit like that, then yeah, sure, make it easier. But if it's just like, well, fighting games are too hard, make them easier. How? Simplify the inputs. Okay, they can. Fighting game inputs are simple enough as it stands now, excluding King of Fighters and Street Fighter.
I thought you were gonna say Sam Show.
I haven't played Sam Show. I don't know what those inputs are like. Nerf those two. Make them easier.
Honestly, if there was only one input I would nerf, it's the big super.
I don't even know how that works.
It's a half circle backward forward.
Well, it's forward half circle.
Right.
Yeah.
Forward half circle back. Wait, forward half circle forward.
Yes.
Or
forward half circle forward.
That's giant swing in Tekken, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because giant swing is forward half circle back forward.
Yes.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Well, yeah.
Especially if you can buffer it.
I don't think you can buffer it.
Not in Sam Show, huh?
Not in Sam Show. Because it has running attacks.
Oh, well, damn. All right, then. I don't know. The games that I've played they're not difficult in the sense, like, they were made to be challenging. Don't make it impossible. That's a simple, like, make it doable if you try. That's it. Like, I don't know. Just saying make it easier is too vague.
What about you, man?
I'm sorry.
I do kind of subscribe to the idea of like making games easier is a bit of a myth to like attract people. I do agree with that. How can I put that? Like, some accessibility is not the worst thing in the world, but it, like, the whole thing where it's like, okay, let's make it so that the game is so easy a casual can play like a pro. I definitely see the detriment to it. In general, though, I will say that, like, pretty much did agree with like what Max said too. There are some games where I do think that they have gotten the concept, like the execution of what they want to do right, and others where I think they went about it the wrong way. But I get where they were going, what they were going for. Because, for example, like auto combos are definitely like a mechanic that I don't really necessarily agree with.
Honestly, it was kind of a slight turn off for me when it came to Dragon Ball Fighters.
Oh, it's like Dragon Ball Fighters, like they turned it up to 11.
Yeah.
The accessibility.
The the possibility of it, or the way of doing an auto combo just by mashing, like a certain button. That's when they really turned a bad idea worse.
I don't personally agree with that because Dragon Ball Fighters auto combos aren't really all that. Are they really all that?
It really, for one thing, it kind of depends on the character, because if you
Yeah.
take someone like Jiren, that
Uh-huh.
can actually be used as a combo extender.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I see what you mean now.
Yeah, because
Uh,
like when King of Fighters introduced it, I thought it was not a great idea. Because I figured, oh well, it's just gonna be like some motherfucker spamming it, and really depends on how the combo is executed and all that stuff. And then when Dragon Ball did it, some characters got like some cheap shit, and other characters end up using it as a fucking combo extender. So that turns a long combo into like fucking. You can read a whole book and they still won't be done with that combo.
Mm-hmm.
like practically touch of death.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. The only other game that I've played that had auto combos in it was Ultimax, and those did 15% at best.
Not exactly true, because Tekken
What?
7 has them.
I said Ultimax.
You said the only game you've ever played that had them.
Yeah, but Tekkens don't do that much, do they?
No.
No, yeah, right. Like they don't do that much.
No,
damage.
that is. It's like you said the only game you've ever played with auto combos was Ultimax. It's like not technically true.
but for Tekken, you have to turn them on. They're off by default. For Ultimax, and I assume Dragon Ball Fighters too, they're on by default. Like that is
You
that
can't
is
even
just
turn them off in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, you
exactly. Like it's just a thing. Whereas
Yeah.
in Tekken, you have the option because whatever.
No.
I'm hungry.
But yeah.
I can tell.
But I mean, yeah, it's there are some games where I do think that okay, you've got some mechanics that some accessibility is allowed and fine, as long as they don't go overboard. X Factor, for example, in Marvel, it's not like it got kind of out of hand. It's not the best mechanic, but I've seen worse. But yeah, like in general, I can absolutely understand and agree with the idea of like Max's thing of like making a game more accessible does not necessarily make it better or attract more numbers. But like because the idea of like some form of comeback mechanic, it's not the worst thing in the world. Because I mean, like, let's face it, one of the games that people absolutely love, Street Fighter 4. People say like, oh, it's really good, and like one of the big draws of that game is literally the Ultra, which is the huge comeback mechanic. I don't particularly love the execution, but that's all personal bullshit. And moving on from that, but yeah, like it's in general. It might be like a bit more lenient to what Max said, but overall it's essentially the same.
Then I will mostly echo my colleague Mrmoopsy there. Thinking about auto combos for me, I don't mind them. I just want it to be that they're super entry level so that they show you some things you can build off of. Maybe you could be like, okay, maybe with this I can do this, and this. Not there be the, oh, I should do this and I can just win off of that kind of thing. Also, going off of something that Max was saying about making things easier and whatnot, I feel like there's only been one real, like, testament of that actually kind of working. And even then, it took years for it to actually really make it an actual scene for itself. And you guys are probably going to laugh when I say what it is. And that game is Dive Kick. It's literally the only game I could really think of where it's so simple and it got such a good following in crowd and sales on it. And I think that's because they took it to such an extreme that it made it kind of a meme in itself and funny, and that's how that worked. Making it also, quote, a freak of nature. But honestly, if developers really wanted to sell a game, like I said, they need to make it cool. And honestly, I'm actually going to point to something we literally just talked about, Tekken 7. And I'm curious, Eddie, other than, like, when the game was coming out, right?
Uh-huh.
Other than, like, say, Akuma and the story mode, what was one of the biggest things we were all talking about when it came to that game?
Movement?
Not movement. Like to make us excited about it.
Character reveals.
Okay, fair enough.
What you asked me? What was the answer you were looking for?
I was curious to see what you would say because the answer I was looking for was the slow-mo.
God damn it! The fucking slow Christ! Yes, the slow-mo. Fucking shit.
It's literally the thing that it makes things exciting to this day when it comes to that game.
The hype generator.
Literally, it's the slow-mo. And who would have thought such a simple thing would be the most insane thing ever for this game? And it's stuff like that I keep hearing about it. Like, oh my gosh, this is so hype. Even though I lost the game, that was hype. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of things you really need in your game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
I do agree. I feel like the reason why slow-mo works is because it's a good tension builder without particularly getting in the way of the game itself.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, like, because honestly, just like going with Max said, casuals don't care about, like, fundamental stuff and whatnot. They don't care about that thing. They care about story, and they care about cool things. Hey, that character looks cool. I want to play him.
That's why I made Nightmare.
Which is why another controversial thing that I'm gonna say. I don't subscribe to the whole there's too many fighters in Tekken 7.
Whoa. I'm only saying this because I've done guides on every single character. Hey, buddy.
That's very specific.
All 10 people.
I feel as though I am in a privileged position to tell you to go fuck yourself. It's nowhere near is nowhere near as bad as I'm making it seem. The problem isn't that Tekken has 45 characters. The problem is that Tekken has 45 characters who all have at least 90 moves.
Uh-huh.
And it is just, oh my god. I'm getting PTSD.
I bet. No, I don't subscribe to it because of the thing about character fan bases and how there's so many of them when it comes to this game. And how you alienate them by not having X character in that game.
Mm-hmm.
But
but to somewhat counteract that, I feel like the way that Tekken went about it was probably the best, even though it's not perfect. Because there are still some legacy characters like Ganryu, who has been in the games from the very jump and is not in the game. Also like Kunimitsu. And June wasn't in Tekken 1, right?
She was in Tekken 2.
She debuted in Tekken 2. I thought so. But yeah, like
there's still... Was Ganryu in Tekken 1? I don't remember him.
Ganryu was in Tekken 1. The only reason I know that is because I watched Mania Highway test videos.
That's a good group too.
But yeah, Ganryu and Kunimitsu are the only two characters that's been in Tekken from the jump that are not in Tekken.
Yeah, at this moment, yeah.
As of this moment, because can always be wrong. It won't be the first time I've ever ate my words.
Although I feel like, for some reason, I don't know, I feel like he's missed some games.
Ganryu?
Yes, he has. He's missed 4. And
He's
he missed
Tekken
3.
3.
I was about to say, he's not been in every one. I knew something was off about that.
How did those words taste, Eddie?
That's not what I meant.
And Kunimitsu hasn't been there either. I just realized that.
That's
you
not what I meant.
motherfucker.
That's not what I meant. I didn't say in every Tekken game. I said currently in Tekken. I meant to say currently in Tekken 7 now.
That's what you said. Every iteration. That's what I was thinking. It's like, wait a minute.
I didn't say iteration, did I? I didn't try to.
I thought he did, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
I didn't intend to.
That's what I was saying. Like, that's what confused me. I was like, that doesn't make sense. They definitely weren't.
Sorry. I'm sorry. You're right.
We're hungry.
Yeah, I get it.
It's just like, yeah, you're eating those words now. It's like, am I supposed to be eating these words? I feel like I shouldn't be.
It's like, how did those words taste? I don't know. I can't taste them.
They taste like air.
Yeah, like that's what I meant to say. Like Ganryu and Kunimitsu are the only two original Tekken 1 characters that are not in Tekken 7 now.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I'm just, when people say there's too many characters, I just don't subscribe to that.
It certainly has the most characters in any game.
Tekken Tag 2.
That game's old. We're on the new
I'm
shit.
pretty
now.
sure. Yeah, and I was gonna say like, it's like Tekken Tag 2, Marvel 2. I think Smash is.
Let's say you got some contenders there, sir.
I meant out currently, and now I know I didn't fuck that up.
Smash? You literally just said that.
Okay, and then there's also Smash. But Smash is a party game. It doesn't count. Oh man.
But that's my second controversial thing. Probably my third. I don't know. I'm on a roll.
We lost track.
Just describe like to the fact that Tekken has too many characters.
Yeah. But
no, Tekken can always have more characters.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like how balanced Tekken is can attest to the fact that it can have more characters.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, because actually going back on that whole 100 move thing, I was talking to somebody who's not even really in the Tekken scene, just now getting into it.
Yep.
His name is MK Rio. And he actually...
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Because he makes Mortal Kombat videos.
That's the MK part.
Shut up. I was trying to help you show love. And you had to antagonize me on this. Like a bitch.
For the views.
For the views, how dare you. We're supposed to be in on this together. How could you betray me like this?
No diss tracks.
You're lucky I don't rap, nigga. You're lucky. Otherwise, your ass would have been grass, buddy boy.
Oh, man.
I mean, you just have to be better than Zero.
Anybody can be better than Zero. Poor Zero, I'm sorry. But I
feel like he's somehow gonna hear that and just gonna fucking start a beef with us.
He wants to rap against me, by all means. I'll even let Shofu write it for him. I would love to see that.
You guys tend to forget that some of my best friends make music.
This is like I know people who are 10 times better than that crew. Go for it. But what I was trying to say with MK Rio is that he plays Negan basically, and he would have never played the game if Negan wasn't in the game.
Definitely.
Yep.
Which, after that fact, he loved the fact that the characters had so much to them. Because he felt that in MK, once you learn something, a character, it was super quick, and that was it.
I can agree with that, because if you were to play me now, Jazz, there's so many more characters that you wouldn't even imagine that I know an iota about.
I just stuck with Cetron.
Like who those characters would be? Why would I tell you? That ruins the surprise.
Nah, I just stuck with Setron. I don't even know why I like this character. She's his owner.
Because of them tits.
Yeah, and fucking like your waifu is his owner too. For some reason, you still haven't used her.
Yeah, I don't get you. Yeah, it's like, yo, I want to play Scarlet because she's my main. Shit, my main is a zoner. Yo, let me just drop this zoner for another zoner.
And I'll tell you why. Because I've actually noticed something about myself.
I was fucking with you.
No, actually though, I did want to say something about that because I actually noticed something about myself, which actually goes back to Tekken 7 and whole thing of why I didn't stream another week. I tend, if there's a character that like is like new, like super new, I tend to draw to them a lot. Like, same thing happened with Kazumi. I drew to her a lot for the longest time before I ended up finally kind of dropping her, really. And even still, I still drop to her, go to her every once in a while. But she's not my playstyle. She's boring.
She's solid. That's what she is.
She's boring. Don't you dare.
No. That's my point. She's boring because she's solid.
Yeah.
She's just really good at everything, so there's just nothing really appealing to her.
You know, like I've noticed that I've drawn to the new thing because there was Kazumi. There's this girl I just said Cetrion, and then there was another character that I was super drawn to that really is not me. In another game that I can't think of right now. I think it was Killer Instinct. Yeah, it was. It was Mira. It was a vampire chick.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I've noticed that, and I'm probably in the next game I'm never gonna play them ever.
I've had my way with you, whore.
You've served your usefulness. But
I guess it's a little bit weird for me, at least in Tekken, because Yoshimitsu changes so damn much.
Mainly in appearance, not really in like moves though.
From tag 2 to 7, no, not really. But from 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, especially from 5 to 6.
Well, everybody did there.
What you mean? I picked up an entire sword.
Yeah, that's what I say. Everybody kind of changed from 5 to 6 a lot. I'm confused.
You're confused.
Let's move on.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't remember if I would set my point with MK Rio, but anyway, shout outs to him. Shit, I've said my piece.
You were talking about how MK Rio really appreciates that Tekken characters have so much to them because playing Mortal Kombat, once you understand, like, oh, okay, character has like 20 things. All right, good to go. Boom, play.
Yeah. Like, even when he has like a bunch of people teaching him how to play Negan and stuff in his stream, and like even literally after the thing was all said and done, he said, "I'm probably not going to remember half of this, but I'm glad because I learned so much."
Yep.
It's like with stuff like that, if Negan wasn't in the game, let's say no more characters really, somebody like that wouldn't be drawn to the game.
Nope.
And then you can't, like, because I've also seen, like, the whole thing of somebody saying two different things of bring Kiryu Kazuma, no more characters. Well, you can't bring Kiryu Kazuma.
Yeah, but why would they go through all that damn work just to bring one character to the game? That's stupid.
Which they're not, let's be honest here. But,
wait, say what? Say that again?
But they're not going to do that. It's just, like, with people saying that.
Yeah, like just Kiryu Kazuma? No, it has to be Kiryu Kazuma and at least Tifa, nigga. Like,
but no, like that's my whole thing about it. The whole making it easier is stupid because honestly, let's be honest here. For a fighting game or any competitive game for that matter, you've made it easier for casuals, but you've also made it easier for pros. So the pros are going to get a lot easier things and beat the casuals a lot faster now. It's just like, it doesn't work.
Not especially not in games that were really made to be competitive like that to begin with.
Mhm.
Because it's like, especially if you're playing like Call of Duty or something like that, Call of Duty is the easiest first-person shooter out there,
Mhm.
which is why so many casuals play it. Which is why the professional scene for that game is a joke to me, because anybody can shit on 7 people in a row. That's just how the way the game's made.
Mhm.
I'd be much more interested in seeing Battlefield competitive games,
Mhm.
especially grand scale conquest games. But professional. Now that'd be dope, because that's teamwork. That's it's in a much more complicated game.
Mhm.
Which is weird, because I hate the idea that battle royale has a professional scene,
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
because
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with it either, because it's stupid to me. Like,
Yeah.
RNG determines whether you can win or not.
Mhm.
Yep.
Stupid. But fighting games, nah, man. Fighting games are at its best right now, because it's simple. A lot of these fighting games are made easy enough to get into. It's just like, oh, okay, I see. But it's complex enough to be like, oh, okay, like this shit gets deep.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's also a possibility to be able to make it like too easy, which is what we fundamentally disagree with.
Mhm.
I think, yeah, that's fine.
Stop listening to casuals. The biggest myth of Street Fighter 4 was that one links was the thing to make you good. It wasn't.
That, and I feel like if the developers are going to listen to someone, listen to the people that buy your game.
Exactly. Like,
Because I could go on Twitter and be like, yo, if Street Fighter 5 had this, yo, it'd be great. I don't even fucking play Street Fighter. What?
mm-hmm.
Why? Well, who gives a fuck what I think about some shit like that?
That or say it's like people like Jen, who is just like, oh, I played it for like about a week and then I dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
Jin has such an unwarranted hatred for that game.
Jin
But
has
he hates everything.
I must say, yeah, Jin has unwarranted hatred for a lot of things.
What's up? You were cutting off.
No, I was saying Jin has a unwarranted hatred for a lot of things.
For everything.
Yeah.
You might cut out again, so I finished it for you.
Mm.
Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. But yeah, I don't think his opinion should matter as much, because his is so negative across so many things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But,
all right, so I think that's the main point of that one.
yep. So extras. Anything?
Mm.
I see you wrote Ikumi Nakamura.
That's a meme.
I requested that we talk about how precious she is again. She worked herself into the hospital.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Wait,
Yeah.
she did?
Yes.
Damn, I thought he was memeing just now. I've been like out of it for like the last couple of weeks.
Nope. No, she sent a picture from herself in a hospital bed. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
She just keeps giving us more reasons to protect her.
Yeah, she's just like, yeah, I'm in the hospital right now, but don't worry, I'm doing all right. Now I'm gonna be back to work on this game again.
Like,
Just
nigga, no!
Like, God damn it, you precious cinnamon bun, stop doing this shit.
Next thing you know, that dog's gonna be right next to him. Like, yeah, I'm here too. What the fuck?
My heart.
It's like, don't worry. It's like, don't worry. I took over for her. Boo! You suck.
Oh man.
Like, I didn't want this. This isn't what I wanted. What I really wanted.
Hey, jeez. Yeah, I did. I remember hearing about that. I was just like, what the fuck is happening? I think. Oh yeah, that was about the bathwater meme going around now.
Right.
So let's just dispel a rumor right now. She doesn't have herpes.
Now that meme was believable before she even got famous. As she was getting famous, people were talking about that herpes thing.
Yeah, they were.
They were trying to hammer that shit home for a while.
Yeah, like friggin' today at work, we were just having a fucking like a good time laughing at the whole fucking oh my gosh, she's selling bathwater thing.
So here's the thing about that.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe somebody actually took the time to do this.
Oh wait, I know what you're talking about. Somebody like examined the water and found like no traces of human DNA in it or something like that.
Exactly.
What?
And now she can face a class action lawsuit for it because she lied.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
She
my
can
god, I
actually
cannot
get
wait.
sued.
I cannot wait to take this into work tomorrow.
Now that's great.
I don't even.
Oh my god, nobody can even.
It all kind of just got started going down as soon as like people actually bought her bathwater
Mm-hmm.
because she set it at $30. It's like she did this shit as a meme,
Mm-hmm.
and niggas took the meme a little too seriously,
As they do.
as they
Yep.
do. And I feel like had it been anybody but her in particular, I feel like this would have been done and dusted already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I imagine the reason it got so big and problematic in the first place is because it was a hot girl.
Mm.
Like,
No, I mean,
like,
no. There's hot chicks doing shit like this all the time.
right.
But she is the epitome of that cute chick shit.
I think
Right.
there'd be only one other person, maybe, I could think that could probably do that would actually do this anyway.
And who would that be?
The actual first hit or miss girl.
God damn it. Yeah. Yeah. But see, she got memed on too, to where she almost got treated like that one girl for Smash.
Mm-hmm.
Because niggas was hounding for her.
Yeah, they memed her shit to hell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man. But I think she would probably be the only other person it would go this far.
That could probably get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I used to know her name, but I can't even think of her name now. But this is, I love how out of hand this got. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this got like super bad.
It like what killed me was because like I think the suspension of disbelief got broken when people bought her bathwater to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
I think after that, you just didn't know what to believe anymore. So when that one article came out about 20 some odd people getting herpes from drinking her bathwater, I'm like, yo.
I hadn't heard about the herpes thing. When I had heard that like people had actually bought the bathwater,
Mhm.
I was like, because I'm a cynic, so I was thinking to myself, yeah, people are that stupid.
Which is like, but who do you blame at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you blame her for selling it, or do you blame them for drinking it, despite her saying that this is not for consumption, this is just
The
to
people.
hold on to?
I 100%
put
the
the
people.
blame. I would have to put the blame on the drinkers, because not only is it that like is it a generally stupid idea to drink bathwater, but like they bought it with the express purpose to fucking just flat out ignore her warning.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
like-
the fact she actually put out the warning, literally, you can't put it on her at that point. They're just dumb.
They're just fucking dumb and desperate.
Like I'm really out here trying to add Gamer Girl water to my ramen noodles tonight.
Well, I think it won't help.
I'm just trying to add a little bit of flavor to it.
Yeesh.
Does herpes have flavor?
I guess.
I don't want to know.
I thought about selling my own bathwater.
Might as well.
See, because here's how I was gonna go about it. Because I was gonna make fun of myself with it, right?
Mhm.
I was like, instead of like selling my own bathwater, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I just put my balls in it? Right? Like that was the first train of thought. But then it's like if I put my balls in it, right? So wouldn't it necessarily just be a tea bag? Would I just be selling like
Yes, you
nigga-based
would.
tea?
You would. You really would.
Take my special.
I guarantee you, you put it on Craigslist somewhere, somebody gonna buy it.
Like I also tried to add in the added benefit. It's like if you drink this, it'll make your dick bigger, right?
Hey.
So it's like foolproof, right?
It's gonna be one of them dudes from Get Out. Like, really?
I think what you would really have to do is just say, just make it, just put in the header like it's the generic black man. But you could probably say like, is it Idris Elba? Is it you list like a whole bunch of like good-looking black, and it is just like, is it this guy? Is it this guy? You don't know.
I don't know about that one, bro. Because what if it takes off and I get sued for like copyright infringement?
Well, that's why that's why you're putting the question like, is it these guys? Because you're not saying it's
Fair.
definitive.
He has a point.
That is fair. It's just like I never once claimed that it was actually Idris Elba's balls, right?
Yeah.
I just implied it.
It's like, I was asking a question. Is it? And the answer is no.
You
Like,
just had to figure it out, though.
So like, here's a sample. Like, oh god.
Oh man. No, I think that's all I had for extras. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, I used my extras during the Dragon Ball thing.
I got nothing.
Oh, one more
Alright.
extras, small
Ah,
extras.
shit.
It's super small. It was just me and Mrmoopsy going to Evo.
Yeah.
Mrmoopsy, let them know what you're playing.
I'm gonna be playing Smash and Street Fighter.
And I will be on Soul Calibur and Tekken.
Good luck to the both of you.
Word.
Howdy.
Thank you, sir. And that was literally it. After that, now we can close.
All right. Yeah, I will say, just to add on to that, it was super quick, Jess, because believe me, we all want to get out of here. Because I've heard like you might be streaming it.
So I'm debating on vlogs because I might want to do quote reactions to any kind of announcements. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I am debating that. We will see. It all depends on a camera thing I'm working on right now.
All right.
But if worst case scenarios, I'll just have like my phone do a face cam thing on me, and then like have the video edited later on, whatever. We'll figure it out.
All right. Yeah. Well, like basically like 2-3 days before it happens, we'll probably let you know or something.
Yeah.
All right. Any plugs before we end the show?
No, I have no plugs right now.
Just in case it was missed, I am in the process of moving, so a lot of my uploads will be very far and in between until that happens, which will be in September. So, sorry about that, but hey, finally moving, finally can get back into my sleep schedule, and finally be able to actually stream without being dead tired.
Hooray!
I don't know if you were possibly going to get it, Mrmoopsy, but I am looking forward to that Man of Medan.
Mm-hmm.
Might be doing some co-op things with that, so look forward to that come September. And yeah, happy July, guys.
Happy July.
Oh right. My birthday is technically in 6 days now.
It is.
Congrats.
You do anything for it?
Not really. I'm probably just gonna. I normally have crawfish bowls, but I'm probably just gonna have nachos and drink beer.
I forgot whose birthday it was, but I always laugh at when we did that Gmod thing. It just kept dying.
You kept doing the what?
This Gmod thing.
That was. I think that was my birthday like 3 years ago,
And
we kept trying. And we kept trying to do that Gmod. Was it like a Resident Evil stage for Left 4 Dead?
No, it was a SCP thing, but it had like Resident Evil monsters and shit.
Like that shit just kept dying so much.
It was so funny.
I think we had Ross. I think we had Ross with us too.
Yeah, I think it was Ross and Lee. I think
so too.
That was funny as hell.
That was a great birthday. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, that should be fun though. Hope you have a great one.
Thank you.
I do have one thing because I will say this, like I am working on a Smash compilation video.
Hey.
I've got some decent stuff going for it. I just have to like organize it and finish watching like the clips and stuff because I'm trying to fit in 3 characters and that's usually not like the best way to go about it. But also like I took something of a hiatus, so to speak, because I've been trying to get like meme sound effects and shit. Like for example, like this one match that I told Jazz about, where like I stole Ganondorf's win from him. I've been like editing a lot, throwing in some like fucking like JoJo sound effects and shit like that. Like I've been like collecting like lots of sound effects and soundtrack and music tracks and all that stuff so that I can like spruce up like my vids a bit. So like I've kind of gone a little bit radio silent because of that, and it's still gonna take me a while because I've got a job now, so I'm not gonna be as free all the time.
Working man.
Yes, but I'm gonna try my best to try and like speed this up.
Word. Well, that should be it then.
Alright, so this has been episode 22 of the No Name Podcast. We would like to thank you all for joining, and we will see you all next time.
Stream over. See ya.
God. Oh my God. I don't care if you are bigger than me. I swear to God, I will eat you.
It'd be a shame if someone was still recording this.
I don't care. I do not care. I will Aaron Black forward for you. I don't care.
It would be a shame if someone kept recording.
Oh, you're still recording? Oh, wait, no, man, I love you, bro. No, fuck.
Unfortunately, I stopped like right before Jess said something.
No, I didn't.
Good. This can go on the fucking blooper reel. All right, stop recording.